Oh yeah, okay, we're live. Oops. Hi everyone.
Hey everyone.
welcome to-
Sorry, I didn't
yeah, no,
know I was unmuted in Discord. So.
you're fine.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, hello and welcome everyone to another restream. Today we're restreaming Quest versus OoT. In Group 3, my co-commentators today are Star and Toffile. How are you doing, my friends?
Doing well. How about you, Toffile?
I'm doing pretty good. Today, some pretty fun settings that we haven't really seen before in a lot of these restreams. We actually have Keyrings on today for a major. So bunch of extra checks and dungeons now.
Yes, we do. We also have Dungeon Entrance Randomizer, Random Warp Song Destinations, and Free-Planted Beans, which is going to make for some interesting logic.
Yeah.
And as Chad is discussing, I was just talking about a different three-way tie tomorrow, but when we we did our comms here, is this is Group 3. Currently, kr3z is 2-0, OoT is 1-1, and if OoT wins, we get a three-way tie here, as we're off Fire, Forest, Spirit, Shadow...
Dead Vanilla Forest Med.
something in Deku that I didn't catch. Jabush.
Deku. Yeah.
That is a very ugly medallion land, yikes.
Yeah, Fortress to Baronade. Valley Foolish. Sorry, Valley Lakers. Cactarova.
Yep.
And
DC and Water.
Alright. We did start with a Pona song, so we can actually get out to Fortress fairly quickly this seed. Though I think you might probably want to find a bow or hover boots first.
Yeah, we have no game audio, Hell Knight, and can someone read off the Temple of Time hints again, because I managed to miss one of these? Oh, now I've got game audio. Really loud game audio, if you can fix that.
Fortress to Baronade, Barren Valley, DC to Water, and I missed the last one. Oh, Brova, Cactarova. So, unfortunately, with Dungeon ER, we're going to get a lot more variety in our paths than just kind of like the item requirements. It may also be for the entrance requirements.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Fortress is... Alright, still path... Wait, Fortress is also path to Bongo. That's a new one.
Okay, we're looking for a bow now. Yeah, Fortress is double path, and...
There's only 3 checks in there. Okay, game.
Yeah. I mean, we have a horse for 2/3 of them, but we need a bow to finish those checks.
Yep. Alright. We have Fortress Path to Bongo. Let's see. We start with the Kokiri Emerald, DC, and Water Hour Stones. Fantastic game.
Yeah, especially with DC replacing Water Temple. So you also not just there's our
speaking
bow.
of those.
Alright, let's just go over to Fortress immediately.
Apparently. And our first keyring of the seed is the 1-2 Forest Temple. Okay, game.
Nice.
That is interesting. That either the bow or that keyring could both be our path to Twinrova.
Yeah. I mean, Forest is our Forest Med, so it is going to lock 2 songs. Though I think Spirit's Burning Keg, so...
Yeah, it also could be Serenade because Random Warp Song Destinations is on. And that goes to, actually... Well, you can't warp there. Ha, whoops. Yeah, you can't do that. It's...
You can only play one song in the windmill, and it's to make that guy really, really mad. As a child.
Alright. Pre-planted beans means you can actually just get this crate item immediately. One of the many interesting quirks about that setting, and dibs. Okay.
Nice. Um,
Oh, it might have been me that got Utz the idea to dwarf Keyrings too.
Did you?
oh no.
I was hanging out in his channel earlier.
Yeah. I can't say I've seen much of OoT. I know he's a member of the. I'm pretty sure he's a member of the German community. So
Yeah, he was
Yeah, he's a
previously a part of a collective called Indie Strolche, and has since I don't know how long now. I believe he's separate now from them.
Yeah, this is nice. I had never really seen Nudes play before the CC, so it's nice to get him on Restream for a change. Krez, just making, okay, 54 seconds. Oh, Keyring! I was a little worried Krez wasn't going to make it since Dompe was trolling, but did get it, and Fire Keyring. Okay, well, we need those.
yeah. Yeah. Now the keyrings today are also going to include the boss keys for all the dungeons except Galen's Castle. So we can get pretty much get straight to Vault and wherever Fire Temple's gotten off to, of course. Yeah, we found the bow in CAC the first time through. We can do CAC archery.
Yeah, something you don't tend to think about too often, but that is something that we could need doing. Basically Sphere 0 for all intents and purposes. Bow might be path, the CAC is path. Could be something useful here.
Nice save by Krez.
And 20 bucks. Guess that's a refund, but that's about it. Dude's gonna pick up his fire keyring.
Alright, gonna take the gander and see what our 40 and 50 skulls are.
40 is dead. And 50 is Delta dead. Excellent.
Nice. Yeah. So let's see where Krez goes here. Double. He's gone up trail.
Wants to check the DC entrance. Maybe take a look at.
Yeah.
Blow up the Goron, maybe. Lay him on top of DC, because you can go over to Fortress right now, but you don't have a lot you can do there potentially at the moment.
I mean, well, there's 2/3 of the checks we can do right now. That's the problem.
Yes.
And we can beat the third.
Could be on top of DC, so that's not anything. And, okay, just DC
Okay.
and Water switch places today.
Wonderful.
Or 2 stone dungeons, switch places. Excellent. Not really what we wanted to see this early game. And Serenade is... that's a warp.
He's a little closer to than he was. That's not the worst.
Yeah, there's that, I guess. Now that's a dot path in this case for CAC, because that's logically useless here.
Yeah. Doesn't mean we're not going to get another warp song inside of Kakariko, though, which is nice. But fortunately, like the major loss of random warp songs is not having Prelude and not having Serenade.
Yep.
Which, I mean, just being able to get to Temple of Time easier is really, really worth its weight in gold and a lot of seats.
For sure.
But
Yeah, and chat notes that since Punrova Spirit is a fire medic, Burning Caxon cannot be passed, but the bow and forest keyring are both possibilities.
Yeah. We can't.
Loopy on Lower River.
It's remembered. Like, wait a second, I can just ride the bean up to the top and skip the hill climb.
Yep. Nothing on the wall, just a heart.
So this will be a play over to probably Forest and Chicken Minuet.
Seems like it. Small chest here. 30 is dead. And that's it. Now, to note is that even with random warp song destinations, this is all locations reachable. They did not draft that miter setting. So we are guaranteed a couple of warp songs. 30 is still dead. Great. We are guaranteed a Bolero warp and we are guaranteed a Nocturne warp. We are not necessarily guaranteed a Colossus warp because we have a Dungeon ER, so it might just be required for you to go through Spirit Temple, assuming Spirit, of course, is not in his vanilla entrance, which we don't know because that's a 1 in 12 approximately. Oh no! It's 80!
Well,
That's...
Yeah.
Just... yeah.
I mean, Nocturne on it might not necessarily mean that it's OD today, but CL definitely means.
Yep.
Yeah. Krez is gonna go back, child. Alright.
Looks like it.
At least it's just... We just need to find iron boots and a long shot and some bombs.
It could be worse. It's actually... And the Water Temple keyring, don't forget.
Yeah, that's... I mean, honestly, like, with Keyrings, Water Temple's a fantastic die. Regardless, just because, like, that's actually one of the dungeons that really benefits a lot from the keyring setting, just because, like, normally it's 4 items and 6 keys, and instead it becomes 10 items.
Yeah, it actually gets funny, because in Water Temple, normally you need ZL to do much of anything, and you also guarantee need irons to do much of anything, since we don't have gold scale water enabled as a trick. Except with keyrings, you can do gold scale water. You don't even need a gold scale or iron boots to get to Morpho when it's boss Keezy or Key Sanity. In this case, it's on a keyring.
Yeah, we just need a long shot.
We just need a long shot to get there. Long shot in the Water Temple keyring, because DC water isn't a DC entrance. Is all we need to beat Water Temple today. Darklink and River Chest are both available once we get, well, Hookshot, this keyring, and then Song of Time plus the bow already have for River Chest, because you basically need iron boots to go to do anything that's not on the top floor of Water Temple, is what it boils down to. And you need keys to do anything on the top floor of Water Temple, except those are not in Water Temple. So you can actually do some stuff on the top floor like Morpha and Darklink and River Chest without your irons.
Yeah. So just a hard container in the empty wall. I'm in the crater wall. Kind of surprised we're checking crater right now, but
I guess while you're here.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's hoping for shield money as well.
Also possible.
Like, I can get going to, like, coming up here and going for Lost Woods. It's just not being able to, like, get yourself over to check the song, or being able to, like, blow open the grotto up at the top. Let's see how we do with bowless Minos. Oh wait, we have a bow.
I was going to say, you say that as it pulls out this man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, no.
But that was a very clean Minos skip, but nicely done. Moblin being a little annoying here. Strength upgrade on Talon, we need that.
Yeah.
It's so in general haste. That's unfortunately not possible yet.
Yeah. There's the hint for OoT, that's good. His Sun Song on Malin is not quite the thing we wanted. And GTG Center Chest is dead. Good. Kind of meaningless, honestly, given its keyrings, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what our Vigilant song is today.
Songs are heard, that's prettied. Big question becomes, what warp is it? But we're gonna first get our hint. Nothing in the silo. Lake Hylia is foolish. Nice hint.
That's a really nice one.
Especially because a lot of Adult Lake is 0-0 here with the bean.
And it's remembering he wants to check where Serenade goes. And probably doesn't want to go to Kakariko when he can still do Kokiri Forest.
Yep. He's instead going to check Prelude now, as speaking of Kokiri, that's where kr3z is at with that save quit. And Prelude is our Blair Warp.
Alright.
It is guaranteed to be given, since it is ALR. It's unfortunately not one of the ones you really feel like getting, even though you know you will. Nehru's is funny game, not very helpful too. And the Magic Meter is a fair bit better.
Yeah. We do have a additional setting with random warp songs where there's a limit of 1 warp per region. So that's how we know that it has to be the Greater Pad and not just, like, say, Greater Fairy.
Because that has been in the randomizer for a little while now. I forget which version, but it's been around a bit, so you cannot get redundant warps in the same region. Valley is foolish still. Okay.
And there's our dupe of Lake Foolish, which is good for both runners to have before even getting down to Lake.
Yep.
Yeah, models. Alright, let's see what our Bolero song is. This is locked by Serious song.
Or alternatively by another way into the crater as Bolero's vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the Fire Temple entrance. Okay, that's Spirit. So that is a potentially logically required prelude for Child Spirit access, but as it doesn't have to be since Keyrings.
Yeah. And, oh, that's very nice. We have a Warp with Bolero.
What warp, sorry?
Bolero warps us to Market.
Oh, that's actually quite nice, yeah.
Yeah, so that's that'll be our prelude for this evening. Interesting to see.
Sorry, I just totally misunderstood the word market for a second.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see exactly where it warps us, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, well, these settings, it won't logically really matter where it is. It just might be more or less convenient depending on which specific spot.
Yeah.
And this is a OoT's probably going to go do that and head child, it looks like.
Yeah, he wanted to get his shield first. Oh.
Okay.
Out of the
Let's see,
potion shop.
market potion shop. 2 of our warps leading us to our potion shops, apparently, because Serenade dumped us right outside the CAC one.
Yeah. But that's really, really nice. Well, we'll get an idea of in like how exactly far into logic that Bolero warp is, that warp to the Bolero pad, because we're kind of running out of places for Saria song, and we're not guaranteed to have a minuet warp to get us to like cast Mido or into SFM.
Nope. Because yeah, because the Saria song check here is one of our big remaining song check at the moment. Everything else mostly is locked behind items and or dungeons we don't have. Nocturne on Saria, that's interesting. Steal the Castle 1 hint is for OoT. Fire Foolish, okay. That tells me that might just be in a really late entrance.
I mean, we have Dins, we have Magic. We can kind of get to every entrance now except for Spirit Temple, probably. And Spirit.
Can't get a Spirit. Yeah, I can't get a Spirit. We don't have a Kokiri Sword for the Deku entrance. We can't get to the Jabu entrance. No, that one can't be fire.
Yeah.
We can't get into the Well entrance, which can be Fire Temple because there are some changes to things. And there's a few we can't get to still, Toffile.
Yeah, okay, so Colossus is Requiem.
Alright.
Well, Nocturne is essentially Requiem.
Yep. We are. So this is a C that guarantees a Colossus Warp, which is not that gives us a Colossus Warp, which is not guaranteed when you've got random warp songs and dungeon ER, because as long as Spirit's not vanilla, you can just pass through Spirit Temple. But nope. We might see a vanilla Spirit here.
Well, this isn't vanilla. Spirit said Fire Temple.
Oh, I know it isn't, you're right. DC and water, yep. So this might just be a coincidence, or it could tell us that our Spirit key ranks someplace funny, but RNG's probably just being funny. Oh, big chest on the right hand.
Yeah.
That's a heart piece.
No.
And Deku, okay. There's Minuet.
This is doing Night Market now.
And you might as well beat Deku while you're here for Krez, I guess. No real reason not to.
Yeah. It is interesting. I'll have to see if there's anything here where this could be potentially locking Child's way to our Child's way to Colossus.
Mm-hmm. We have a bow and a forest keyring so far for Path to Twin Row of a Cac, which is curious. So we've got a big chest here.
The song in Red Clan. So our song was Minuet. So we're sitting. That's 50-50 our Nocturne song.
Oh, hey. Vanilla Slingshot! Okay, Gabe.
Tombay's got a wallet for us.
Alrighty, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't think we care much since Fire is foolish and we don't necessarily need Central Pillar kit with keyrings.
Well, since we don't need K-Sword to actually get into Decatry today, like the only thing we actually just need is this slingshot.
Which is vanilla.
Yeah. So I'd be interested to see if we get a Decatry to go at some point or another.
Well, it wouldn't be Deku to Goma, it would be Deku to whatever dungeons in the Deku entrance.
No, I mean, our slingshot. No, the slingshot to Big Goma.
Oh, no, it is not one of. That's me being a dingus brain. I have other things. Anyhow,
Yeah, so Oots opted for night market, I think, just because kind of like at that time of day when farming money. So he's missing ranch right now in the first strength, and also unfortunately Sunsong.
yeah, which is bad luck, really. I get the routing, it just happens to be unfortunate because Sunsong is a nice time saver.
Yeah.
We might need that.
That's in logic, so our fortress path to Baronade is either entry into Jabu or leads to the boomerang.
No, we don't know where Jabu is.
Yeah, that's what I said. It either leads to entry into Jabu or
Even with Dungeon ER, very good chance that Rudos is at least logically required for one of the two entrances it locks. Especially because it's 80.
yeah, it's going to. I mean, Jabu either has to be the well or vanilla. So at this point,
Also true because ALR.
yeah.
And the well remains a really powerful place to check. Just adds a couple extra things with keyrings.
Yeah. Of course, without the well keyring, you can't actually get 2 of the checks. But it's not like we turn Juggling Skulls on.
Nope.
The people in chat are saying Rush Ice. Would not actually be. Well, we actually don't know where Ice is right now, but Ice is probably going to be useful.
Just to recover
problem,
hard on Goma.
Or our problem more is like getting into Namin.
At this point, yeah, because ZL's on AD. We're not getting that for a bit. Rush what's in nice. Okay, I suppose, yes.
Yeah, probably just be Shadow Temple. It's always Shadow Temple. Alright, there's our Nocturne Warp.
Jack is path to PG, that's for the keyring.
Yeah.
Also possibly for the bow, but that keyring is definitely it.
27-minute check of what's going to be in the Shadow Temple entrance, which I'm secretly hoping is GTG.
That would be funny. Yes, it is!
No, don't run out, Chris. You can shoot the ice switch with the slingshot. Yes.
Yes, you can. Good. This is a very easy thing to forget in keyrings. In Dungeon ER, sorry.
Yeah, and if you had bomb shoes, we could go do right side GTG without
Song of Time, yep.
Song of Time. Because the blocks are there as a child.
Oh, hey, nice bow. Oh, that bow is a path in CAC. Because that one's available with this logical slingshot.
Yeah.
Good to know. We're finding something else in CAC path to Twin Rover then. Because yeah, our logical Requiem Warp was on Saria's check. That's not be hard to force or adult SFM access. Yep, Krez remember Sunsong Grave, and that slingshot was vanilla and Deku as yeah, Krez, you need to get each time to first.
You need to go yell at a kid. Get a kid out of the way.
Yep.
Might as well do chickens and then maybe reset time of day for Toffile, which well, it's nice.
Yeah. And yeah, so for those who are wondering what we're talking about with Song of Time and GTG, The GTG, the Song of Time blocks on the right side of GTG are one of several sets in the game that change position between ages. Basically, they're time travelers. So they are there as child by default in the position you need to go access the right side of GTG.
Yeah.
So if you have access to GTG as child and you have a bomb bag, you can just go and check that.
And here's it's went to go start doing deck and then remember. Wait, I didn't get the song yet.
Yeah, always get the song first because otherwise you might forget when you're done. I have seen a racer lose a race because they went in the entrance, started doing the dungeon inside, and just completely forgot to check the song when they came back out of it.
So, take a look around Cucco for the chickens.
This check makes a lot of sense here for Chris, who knows that Cac is double path, and has found basically nada. Has only found one item here because he knows the bow is not it with the checks he's done.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be interesting.
I mean, we're running out of checks in Cac.
Yeah, but Oots will also be picking up the slingshot in a second, and then he does have access. He can take play Bolero when he's done here and go into Spirit Temple as a child. So he can check the lobby. We don't the child lobby. We don't know how deep this is going to get because we've got one more warp song. It's not going to be guaranteed, and Saria's song is, quite frankly, it's probably Solo by Lockwood.
Probably, honestly, it's that, or if Forest Temple is in, for instance, the GTG entrance, we might be able to get there. We might actually be able to get the check off. Sorry, it's off the prelude check, but otherwise, yeah, it's probably CL locked.
Yeah.
Because no, you don't actually need a hookshot to beat Forest Temple. You mostly need it to get in.
Yeah. If we had
the only check that's hard hookshot locked in Forest in these settings, especially with the keyring, is the island that. Well, the only check that's really hard that can really be hookshot locked in Forest, not in these settings, just kind of a dungeon ER, is going to be the island chests, and if you don't have the dungeon skills on. And the island chest it can be is just accessed from above with key sanity or key rings, so you're fine.
Yeah. But I'm surprised that actually the kr3z didn't do. Well, I guess never mind. I was going to say I'm surprised he didn't do Night Cac skulls, with double path Kakariko, but he's coming in as oh dear.
Oh, this is big for Oots. kr3z did not open that small chest.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think he was hoping for. We'll have to see how big the pack is, but
it'll get him the Cac Reded Grotto, which is one of our 3 remaining checks in Cac, the other 2 being 10 and 20 skulls for the path.
that will let him turn in letter.
That is also true. He can go check the entrance as well in Jabu. Severe sequence breaking, but I don't think he much cares, especially because we're kind of in an awkward spot progression-wise right now.
Yeah, you're kind of in a spot where you want to kind of like you've juiced the seed to make it so that you really want to do dungeons. But none of the dungeons that we have right now are really appealing. Our most appealing dungeon is under a body of water. And you also know that there's like logical AD locking path dungeons as well. Well, not logical AD, hard AD.
Yeah. The thing too is I'm thinking, I mean, at least as far as logic goes, that double fortress path plus whatever's in the GTG entrance, I'm guessing Forest Temple, honestly, is probably our next play, logically.
Yeah.
Because we're running out of logical checks.
Yeah. Lake and Valley, Lake Foolish in particular, just got this sap most of our checks.
Yeah.
Because Field's only one check in logic right now, and that's Open Grotto.
Yeah, Field's only one check. We really can't do much in the dungeons we have access to. Like, we've got 2 checks in Child Spirit with the slingshot, but we can't go further without that keyring. We don't have access to Adult Spirit. We don't have actually logical spirit access at all due to Adult SFM access right now.
Yeah.
There's 10 for kr3z, so let's see if this is it. OoT's missing the 1 cycle on Goma. One of these skulls or the Redead Grotto. And no, we haven't done all child market checks. No. Actually, well, no. I think we've done everything we can get because I think we've seen Richard, we've seen child shooting gallery, and we don't have a bomb bag or lens.
Yeah.
So that's no. We're done with child market for the moment between our runners.
It's just heading back to Rico here.
And yeah, it changes mind again. But having the real think about that graveyard warp.
Yeah. Looks like he's gonna go, double path, you're gonna go 2 chickens. If you had a couple more stronger items here than a keyring and a bow, you might think about this otherwise. But...
Well, he actually doesn't. I don't think he has. Has he played Nocturne? Has he been to the Graveyard Warp pad yet? Because I don't. Because that's where the second forest path was.
Oh no, he doesn't know. I guess you're right. No, he played it, saw I went to Nocturne pad, and then decided to do chickens.
No. Although to be fair, a bow and a forest keyring is not the greatest case to begin with for a spirit path.
Yeah. Like, it might be Saria. It could be just a Saria song for Prelude, but he doesn't know that.
Well, no, there still has to be a second item because the bow isn't it, and the forest keyring can't be packed to both dungeons at the same time.
Yeah, he doesn't know the bow's in it yet, but yeah.
True. I'm really not familiar with OoT. I've seen kr3z play some, and I think kr3z has probably some idea of like kind of some of the quirks behind dungeon ER logic. I hope kr3z knows. I hope OoT knows the thing with the GTG lobby and GTG child in general can get a little funny logic wise. So we'll see.
Yeah. It's something like if you're. I think this was like kind of something that was like talked about as when S7 announced that it was going to be doing draft settings. Like how S7 might like advantage some more of like the RSL type players who are more familiar with some of the non-standard race settings, especially like Entrance Randomizer. It's definitely like one, like if you watch a little bit of RSL or something, you'll know like a lot of some of this stuff. There's still a lot of little things here and there that you may not.
Like that, for example, the thing with the GTG lobby is really obvious when you think about it. That yes, you could just shoot the Ice Witch's child with a slingshot, but you have to know you have to know it's a thing. Basically, is more the problem, which
Yeah.
isn't always intuitive.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, there's only one other place in the game where, not even GTG, but like in the vanilla game, there's only one dungeon where you can shoot a vanilla Ice Witch's with either age, and that's the Donkel's Cavern.
And we tend to forget that because people don't do child DC very often outside of Dungeon ER.
Yeah. Because it's reversing to Fortress. They got double Fortress.
And yeah, I'd agree that the Saga Time Blocks thing is extremely unintuitive. I'm just mostly talking about the lobby thing because it's relevant to the double cack path.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you can shoot Ice Witches in Child Forest, but that's irrelevant outside of Vanilla Jacks.
Yeah. Okay, so
Or in Vanilla, sorry.
it really needs to make it to Lon time right now.
I
Looks
think
like
he's
he's got
fine.
enough time. Yeah, he should be good.
Yes, Jax. In Dungeon ER, yes, you can end up with needing to shoot Ice Witches in Child Forest. I was talking about if you are a person who doesn't play Dungeon ER very often and it's not something that comes up in vanilla to do Child Forest temples, and why would you think to do that at the moment? Yeah.
Yeah.
In vanilla, the only place you really shoot an Ice Witch is in fact DC.
Yeah.
A room which you don't see in random.
Yeah.
Or in like non-entrance random racing.
Yeah, so looking at the draft, Krez was the one who selected Dungeon ER. Oots was the one who selected Keyrings. So
it might perhaps have been a. Let's see. I'm gonna double check the racer max now that you mentioned that.
Krez picked it in. I think Krez was the higher seed, but he opted to go second, so he picked it in opposition to.
Yeah, picked it in opposition to Keyrings. Yeah. This missing code chat is still very interesting. I'm honestly thinking if it's not on HBA, it's probably in Forest Temple in the GTG entrance. Is what this feels like. Logically.
Here we go. Shieldless Crypto cards. There is no thief hideout keyring in these settings. It's still vanilla.
Yeah, that part has not changed. Though the Gerudo card shuffle is a minor setting that can be drafted, which is not on.
No. It's like adding a second Rita's letter to the seed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so. Krez has got into strength, which is the really big pickup out of Lon plus Sunsock, which is the nice pickup out of Lon. I think this is going to be the rougher play with those bomb views.
I think so. Has it skipped Redead Grotto?
He has. I don't think we even know how many bomb views he has still, but I think
I
we'll
was
get
thinking
that,
that, yeah. I am a little surprised Dudes hasn't checked the Nocturne the Nocturne Warpin entrance, but again, we're not sure how familiar he is with Dungeon ER.
Yeah.
Because that's where his double cack path is, and he needs to. Well, he basically should check that at some point. If nothing else, knowledge is powerful in Entrance Rando.
Yeah, it's only the 5-pack, but that'll be enough to blow open the boulders.
Yeah. Here's our hookshot, unsurprisingly. And a GTG keyring. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, let's take a quick gander and see what's on the rooftop, and then we'll probably go into whatever's in GTG.
I'd assume so at this point. GTG keyring is big. We know the center chest of GTG is dead, but that opens up everything else in the maze. Also, that hookshot is our, let's see, where is the thing? Yeah. Hookshot, by the way, is our logical crater access to Bluro area.
Yeah.
Child Spirit is presently still out of logic, but the rest of it's in now.
What do we got to do? It's
I'm
fun.
not surprised. Alright, we're just gonna beat this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Krez still no shield, but he's beat a Gruta guard without a shield. He'll beat a few more Toffles with one.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah. It's not having done River as adult. Gonna get these hands, gets his 30, and also on the OOT copy.
Yep. You can turn in letter and check the Jabu entrance like we discussed earlier too.
Yeah. With some luck, it's probably the well, and you're just ignoring it for the rest of the scene. After just running through it.
Yeah, run through it. Well, find out it's the well. Clear everything that's not ZL lock and hope you never have to come back. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, and that's gonna... The chicken's in the water, so it's probably gonna go all the way back down to the bottom.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, but he really wants... at the very least, he really just wants to get this bottle empty.
Yeah, I think so.
So what songs could be on Prelude right now? It's either Requiem for our last Warp song, or potentially Saria's Timer Storms.
Yep.
It'll probably... I feel like it'll probably end up being Saria's.
That's what I'm feeling at this point, yeah. Oh, hey, keyring! To Water Temple. Well, we need that.
I just gotta go find one more hookshot, which is probably hookshot locked.
Probably hookshot, or and also either golds, 2 scales or irons to get in. Oh, actually, no, we don't need that. Actually, we still need that. Well, we need that for DC, not for water. Right? No, keyrings, it'll have the small key texture, even if the boss key is also on the keyring.
Still missing one path hint, which...
Fortress Cabaret, that's a duplicate. Yeah, we're missing a path. Let's see, we have... We're missing a Goma path and a Volvagia path. Or either Volva or Goma, and we would For it to be the Wolf Path, I think, because Goma Path would not be very useful.
No, but it would be funny.
It would be funny for the Vanilla Slingshot, potentially, yes. I expect there's a decent chance Krez, speaking of paths, goes back to GTG after this, because the GTG keyring is a 50-50 on being is path to something or another, and there's a boatload of checks it opens. Plus that hookshot as well just opens up almost everything in GTG now.
Yeah, I think he's. I mean, I think he'll definitely do that if he ends up finding the long shot in here. Not a guarantee, obviously, but because it's Baronade and
It's Baronade
Bongo,
and Bongo. So GTG keyring and hookshot in some order or another. I think Fortress Roof was dead, so it has to. So they're both paths. Just what two is not known right now.
Yeah.
But either way, just the GTG keyring opens up. How many checks again in the maze? It's a little silly. 4 on left side, 3 on right side without needing to do child GTG, and plus the outer ring has a boatload of everything else.
Yeah.
You can't do the toilet, you can't do strength 2 room, and that's about it.
Yeah, and you don't even really care about that too much because it's on a warp song today. More bomb shoes for shoots.
That's
nice.
good. Because we still don't have a bomb back here, almost an hour in.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering where that's gone off to, honestly.
Alright. Well, time to go take a look and see what's up and found today.
Where's the scale for access? Who knows? Get now to this place for OoT. You'll get a couple more hints. Song of Time is on Burning Cack. We are probably never using it, because that's behind Forest, Spirit, and Shadow.
Does tell us that we're basically down to 4 spots for the 3 spots for the big key. Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna clear this and never come back, hopefully.
Yeah, so that puts Javu probably at the well entrance.
Yeah, that's, I think, our only remaining dungeon entrance that can be accessed as child. It's not ice, it's not forest, and it's not ice, it's not forest, that is strength 2, and I'm forgetting our final dungeon entrance off the top of my head right this second. Well, Jabu could still be in the Deku entrance, don't forget.
Yeah.
That's the thing I was forgetting.
Yeah.
There's double magic. Okay, game.
Okay, so OoT's found both the 5 and the 20 pack already.
Nice. Strength 2 is good for OoT. That is required for Twinrova. We still don't know what our Cactus Twinrova path is, because he hasn't checked Reded Grotto, and neither of them have 20 skulls.
Now, the only bad thing with keyrings in the well in this particular scenario is that Dead Hand definitely is guarding 2 items over there that are ZL locked, but we're not going to be able to. Those items don't exist for OoT for the rest of the season.
Pretty much. If he has to come back here with ZL and or the keyring, he's gonna be very grumpy. He can at least peek the leg-like chest, but locked pits would also suck here.
Yeah.
Alright, he's out of here. Which song is he playing now?
Toffile's playing round 2.
Okay, this is gonna be OoT's playing. Okay, this is gonna be a child spirit trip for OoT.
Yeah.
Double check our warp songs.
I was having a little less luck with the Stoutest round this time around. But there is some decent amount of health in the dungeon.
Yeah. Yep.
This is why people like to buy a shield, just so they don't have to do that type of fight.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't-
rather annoying.
You can't crouch stab if you don't have a shield.
Nope.
I kind of imagine that when Chris heads for Water Temple, he'll probably end up picking up the shield, but we'll see. That's a small chest. In the first chest in the Spirit. Take a look at the second one. Yeah, so unfortunately OoTs didn't go into GTG as a child this segment, but given the fact that we found the GTG keyring, that's not really going to burn him too
Not
much.
particularly.
It could mean that our first bomb bag is... No, we found the hookshot. We could go all the way around the... Actually, no, it still could mean that our first bomb bag is sitting on the right side of GTG. But... we won't know that for a while.
No. I don't think we're seeing the bomb back sub-hour at this point, unless Crows finds it in, like, the falling ceiling room. As there's, only so many places stuff can be, Boots isn't gonna go into Adult Spirit yet. Not understandable given, his current equipment, I think.
Yeah, he's got bomb shoes, and he's got 25 bomb shoes and the Goron City Maze to deal with. Plus, plus strength 2, of course. So.
Yep. Our warp's Wayfaring Fox. Minya is our Nocturne warp, Bolero warps us to Market, Serenades our Cac warp, Nocturne is our Colossus warp, and Prelude is our Bolero warp. No clue where Requiem is, no clue where it goes. It could be anything, basically. That's not one of the regions we've already gotten warps to. It's deciding to do the Goron City Maze the fast way rather than using Strength 2. He's got 20 chews, I suppose, and he knows he's not doing DC anytime fast, so not the worst idea. And that's regular pill bottle. First, usable bottle for whatever that's worth, as I completely missed the hint.
Big Goron has a Goron tunic for us today.
Oh, okay, game. We don't care, I think. Yeah, we definitely don't care. We have a wallet. We have hearts. We have a... The bottle is next to that hint to go, you know, just get a fairy, and the player's foolish. Wonderful is actually a little bit of a shame in is a bit of a shame in Keyrings because there's a lot of checks there. There's 8 keys in Vanilla Fire Temple, plus the boss key. You just added 9 new checks. But that's how it goes sometimes. Alright, Oots is now going to find his second bow. He has also just picked up the hint that Kak is in fact double path, although whether or not he realizes this bow isn't bow locked, I don't know.
Yeah.
Doing a bit of a double take at it, but I just don't know Oots' familiarity with Dungeon I will say if he has any idea on that. It's at least going to be suspicious for him in any case, just because, though it only locks so many things, although it locking double path HBA is going to perhaps not help, admittedly. We'll see. Ooh, big chest. There's our bomb-locked bomb back. Interesting.
Yeah. I think that was circular on the right side in the freestanding key slot. Very vaguely
that might be a
spherical.
keyring.
Not sure.
Oh,
could
we
have been
just
a bomb
barely beat up
refill.
our bomb bag, apparently, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, there's a
there
big
is-
chest left side.
Actually, yeah, okay. Oh. There's a boomerang. Probably.
In the vase, probably. Boomerang or hovers, I guess, with our double paths. Yeah, Oots is missing his GTG keyring. At least getting back to GTG is quite quick anyhow, but he does need to go pick that up off double path HBA. And you want to do some shoutouts here as we hit the hour mark. Happy 1 hour.
Actually, this will be interesting. As Oots is considering if he wants to do hookshot with GTB. I guess not. He has strength 2.
Deciding he doesn't want to spend the time on it, it looks like.
But,
Chill PG is fun for kr3z. There we go.
anyway, shout-outs. Just to finish the shout-outs. Shout-outs are runners Oots and kr3z for racing today and letting us restream it. Shout-outs to my co-commentators, Star 1468 and Hell Knight, who's also our restreamer, and to our trackers today, Golden Devil with 2 roses for you.
Yep. Alright, kr3z is going to go for 20 skulls here with the Sun Song, I think. Pick up Fortress Skull at least. I don't think he's going... Actually, yeah, out to Night Valley here.
And you got the 2 skulls on this side of Valley. Just grab them down.
Yeah. Yeah, Strength 2 was in the well in the job entrance, but we don't have logical access because we don't have a scale, and ZL is on AD. 16 skulls for kr3z. Yeah, and Newts is now doing Redead Grotto, so we are now going to get a definitive answer if it's this or 20 skulls. Or it could be both, but we'll see. We know it... Okay, 20 skulls is Path to Tornarova. And kr3z is going to go clear out GTG here, which is going to be a lot of checks. Can't do the like room, but everything else is basically doable.
Oots did, Oots is gonna go do field checks for a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I'd think so. Gonna check Big Pose as well, which is not a bad idea.
Chris did buy
Chris
bomb
heading
shoes.
straight for the maze.
Yeah, also did buy bomb shoes earlier. So.
Yep. That's a very, very bad OoT thing. He's in chat. We're gonna get some new hints for Oots. Maybe we'll finally find our last path. GTG Center Chest is still dead, and that's our other wallet. No thanks, game.
Oh, hey. Well, at least Bigoron's dead.
Yeah, not that we cared to begin with.
And we can't do anything. It's a Zora tunic that's a forged double dip of water couple.
Yep. They, in all honesty, are gonna hope that they can enter water, beat Morpha, and leave. And never come back. Alright, what's this big chest for Krez? Another bottle, which doesn't really do anything.
It's our other bottle, our second bottle for Oots. Was that in a well?
No, dump. No, our first bottle was in the Grand City Maze.
Okay, so that's still out of logic.
True, actually, good point.
There
Was that in Tektite Grotto?
That was
Bomb bag and
bomb
Tektite.
bag. Yeah.
Oh, these bomb bag locations stink. And hey, big keyring on right side. Spirit. That is funny, game. And there's our logical strength too.
Logical. Oh, yeah, okay, so it was just a bomb refill because that changed shapes.
Yeah. But that's a logical bomb rate, or logical strength too, I think, because there are GTG keyrings in logic. Huh.
At least we don't have to worry about light trail.
Yeah, and Krez can do the like room here too, which is good.
Fortress
is still. Anju, yeah. Do that.
Okay, so both of our last path hints are at the back of Lake, probably.
Seems like it.
Oh, there's a big chest, hammer locked.
Alright, that might be fun for logic. As this scrub is the selling of loot. Here's our last bow of 0 views. Well, lucky there's one remaining grotto and field that could have our last path.
Oh, he skipped, I didn't realize he had skipped,
He went by
Zora
Valley.
Grotto.
He went from Tektite to Valley side. Got the big Poe by Valley and then looped over here. Alright, well, he hit the big Poe, actually. I'm not quite sure that he picked up the big Poe. Anyway. And keyring. As well as the field to full, probably for the keyring.
Is probably Shadow Temple?
Nope.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no! Well, you know where you're going again.
At least the game tells you.
Yeah, and our only other check in field, by the way, would be Ocarina of Time, and that's an always hint, so it can't be it. Oh no!
At least the game tells you.
It has to be. It has to be the pit room chest.
If someone wants to clip that in chat. Oh my goodness, that's at least the game tells you, hey, you need this keyring, and it's just staring at it for a second.
Yeah,
because I'm sure he expected that was the fight. That was, not that. We did already have the fire keyring, so it couldn't have been that, but he was hoping for basically anything but that.
GTG, Spirit, Shadow.
Even the Shadow keyring, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't have the water keyring yet.
Yeah.
Like, he would have liked anything but the well keyring, basically.
Yeah.
No, the At the Wolf Camp, Bob's and Teknite Grotto is possible, but unlikely. We
It
need to
can't,
find Hammer
What
in
is
either.
going
yeah.
on in this seed?
We need Hammer in either both scales or irons for that, which is hard. What, Hell Knight?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just Keyrings. This is what the seed gave him.
Yeah. Spirits in the fire entrance is what that means. Haze is the order. We don't know where Fire Temple itself is.
Yeah, it's fire's either forest or ice cavern. I think it is.
Forest,
I guess
ice.
there. And then there's still,
Forest,
I
ice, Deku, and well are the 4 remaining entrances.
guess. Yeah. Well, we know Jabu has to be either Deku or Well, so yeah. We just don't know which is which yet.
Yep. And so, yeah, Hell Knight, I'm just laughing at just the field remote grotto for Oots.
I know.
I'm actually curious when Krez will go there, because we haven't seen the other copy of that hint. I don't think we're finding it anytime fast. We've seen basically all the convenient hint stones at this point between our runners.
Oh, was that
Yeah.
hint only one time so far?
Yep,
Yeah.
and it was right next to the keyring.
Yeah.
Oh, Big
Oh,
Chester
right,
Krez.
yeah.
Yeah, fortunately, like, some of the lake hints are not going to get checked for a while just because Lake's foolish. Oh, there's our entrance.
Irons, I guess. Well, maybe we will have access to the bomb bag at some point. We can go beat DC out of logic. And Krez is probably going DC, I'd imagine, at some point here.
Here's it's gone up to grab his hook shot. Spirit Temple, I think it was.
Yep. No, this is a GTG. This is GTG
yeah,
keyring.
GTG.
We're missing the spirit. The spirit keyrings on the right side GTG. We're missing the Shadow and Ganon's keyrings. I don't think we care about the Ganon's Tassel keyring very much. We do want the Shadow keyring eventually.
Yeah, the only thing that the Jan's Castle keyring can lock is one chicken like trial.
Yep. Let me clean up their hint commands a little. I'm actually trying to think. I can't clean up our hint commands. We still don't know why. Our GTG keyring is confirmed to be path, and approximately the only things in there were our second wallet and our first logical bottle, which is second wallet, first logical bottle, and our spirit keyring, which is kind of concerning across the board.
Yeah, and another strength. So,
I guess in strength 2, yeah.
yeah, and that
Couple
strength
things
actually
that keyring locks.
locks Song of Time, so that keyring is hard required for that strength.
No, because we don't know our bomb bag logic for child GTG.
True.
Our logical bomb bag's access is probably somewhere very goofy, but
Yeah.
we don't know for sure.
Oh, Oots did not check the GTG entrance and find that it was forcible.
Oh, that's a problem for Oots. Uh-oh. You'll get back
Kinda-
there. That
Yeah.
was probably a brain fart.
Yeah. I'm kind of just surprised at it just because it's, it's 80 anyway.
Like, the odds of you needing that dungeon entrance are,
You know the odds of you needing that dungeon answers are 100% at this point because you found both the well and GTG.
not 100. It could have been Ice Cavern. That's like the exception. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's ice.
Even Ice would have been worth it for the song at this point, I think.
Yeah, because if you found Ice Cavern, then you got to go find storms.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's going to be Oots losing some time. There wasn't a lot in Forest, so he's not going to be hurting for it for now, but he does need to go back.
Yeah, it's just a world travel time, essentially.
Pretty much.
Present's heading straight for water. It looks like.
Yeah.
Is not.
It is going for the grottos. Looks like good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Chris, please get the grotto here. You want your well keyring and the hint that it's probably path. It doesn't have to be. It could be the bomb bag and Tectite grotto, but that implies our hammer is available somewhere. And keep in mind that this keyring is also hammer/bomb locked too, which complicates matters. And we don't know where our and we don't know where Fire Temple is, so we don't know why the field is why one of the field items is path.
Well, it turns out it'll be the Kokiri sword. Oots now has all the strengths.
Yeah.
We don't really have any like good information on where our long shot's gotten off to. We know we have
really
a path
don't,
long
no.
shot, but we don't know why.
We do actually. If absolutely nothing, well, there's hookshot is automatically path to Bongo because ZL is behind Water Temple.
That's true. That is true.
We don't know why our GTG keyring is path, but the hookshot, if nothing else, is to beat Water Temple for ZL for Bongo.
Yeah. But time to make the only trip into Lake that you'll have to do the seed.
Yep. GTG keyring to get strength 2 in the maze to get irons behind strength 2 in GTG. There's a few possibilities, Maida. The issue is that our GTG potential path items are the potential items behind the GTG path in the maze are predominantly right side. Because we had strength 2 and the spirit keyring there are the two biggest. We had our logical strength 2 and the spirit keyring there. Concern is that because this is Dungeon ER and GTG is accessible as child, which is why the bow is not one of our paths in CAC, by the way. There's our field hint. The issue is that because we have to, if we can find our logical bomb bag someplace that's not behind that GTG keyring, the GTG keyring doesn't lock right side GTG because of Dungeon Keep the ER quirks. As a song of time blocks, they're automatically as child. Of course, our bomb bag logic is currently the big logic hang-up right now, as we have no idea what it is. The only thing on left side GTG was a wallet, so we're hoping it's not that.
Yeah. We already found one wallet. If it's a second wallet, then boy.
Okay, wallet in our first logical bottle, but the other one's behind strength 2. But so shenanigans.
Yeah. Kr3z will probably be getting out of here with, he won't be at 20 skulls, but he'll be at 18 or 19 probably.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't imagine he'll go for the skull in the back if he's just something 20.
Yeah. And yeah, Chris, the big question is where our logical bomb bag is and what is our access, because it's looking like something of a weird mess at this point between the bomb bag and field. The the GTG Beamos bomb bag is hard bomb locked, but it's the Beamos room that's the question for why our GTG keyring is path. It is confirmed GTG keyring path because the fortress is double path and there were only 2 items in there. Well, we just don't know why.
Take a look. This is going to be the last area in DC that we can get to without bombs, logically. And it's
And
not
that's
big.
dead. I'm really wondering what's on 20 skulls at this point, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with like 20 souls right now is I don't know if it's anything you can miss. Because it can't be Lens of Truth. It's not the best case for OoTs right now, because I think he only has 6 skulls. The best case for OoTs and the worst case for Price is that it's just a scale for turning in a letter. So you can get access to the well.
Yeah, Oots isn't collecting skulls to know. He's not even got 10, I don't think, which is problematic.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he didn't quite get the big fill earlier. I wasn't sure if he had. Oots knows Cack is double path, but he might not realize that it's not the bow.
Yeah, he's found all 3 bows, he just doesn't know that one of those bows technically isn't bow locked.
Yeah.
I can't. Does the second one also require? I think the other one also requires a bow because you knock away the. Can't remember if you have to knock away the statues with the hammer in order to expose an eye target, or if there's just a switch you stand on there.
It's a switch you stand. I think it's either a switch you stand on or a switch you hit with a hammer. I forget which, but it is not an eye switch there.
I might be thinking of. I'm thinking of the chest up in the Vanilla Bosky chest in Spirit Temple.
Yeah, that's one. That one you have to knock down this pillar with this hammer to go shoot an eye switch.
Yeah.
Newt is also going to head for GTG after, well, operating.
Yeah, setting to gonna
Not
go to
GTG, DC.
Dodongos, yeah. Lake's foolish. This is the only dungeon in here that you're gonna have to worry about. Pierre's needed, then Pierre actually doesn't matter.
Fire's foolish, yeah, we do not care.
Fire's foolish, we have a key ring.
Yep.
So. I do appreciate how this has 3 bows in his bottles. Just different ones.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. Alright, King Dodong goes down, second stone here for Krez. Oots won't be far behind, and that is more bomb juice. Okay, game.
It's a 10-pack, because we found the other packs.
Yep. And like Goron Ruby, so water is the Sapphire.
Yeah. The lake doesn't fill up either, because we didn't actually beat Water Temple, we just beat the dungeon in its entrance.
Yep. Krez has Forgotten Lake is foolish, potentially. Or no, actually just gonna do that and then go, where is he going? Cattle Cack Skull and 20, that's what it is. I was trying to remember what.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna finally get our answers to what our second Cack path is, because it's not. Because it has to be 20 skulls, so it can't be the bow, and we've seen everything else in Cack except for a Forest Temple keyring, which is confirmed path to Forest Temple.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay.
Oh dear. What's in the Deku entrance game? Because our missing dungeons are Jabu, Fire, Shadow, and Ice.
And what was our path? This is on the very long end of a very convoluted path for Rova, right?
This is our Rova path, yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to
Okay.
be ice. This is going to be ice covered. It'll be ice covered in Decatur to get to Saria Song.
Quite possible, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good for his. If there's nothing in ice and he manages to avoid this chain.
Hmm.
That is our last warp song. It's Requiem. We don't know where it'll go.
Not yeah. That'd be Ice for Storms to get to the well entrance. Burning Cactus Song of Time, yes. We basically don't care about Song of Time. It's behind Forest. It's behind Spirit and Shadow. I don't think we're doing that anytime fast.
No. If the river chest is the light arrows, and the river chest is the light arrows, it's about the only thing that we're going to care about. I guess the toilet as well, but
Yeah. Otherwise, we don't care. We have almost no sometimes since. We're also missing our frogs too and skull maskets, whatever that's worth.
yeah, at least with an 80 and 80, like the sometimes since are nice, but you're just gonna kind of just work your way through everything in the world to begin with.
Pretty much, like especially because some of the four of the sometimes sins are replaced by entrance sins here with that dungeon at ER, and you're doing all the dungeons, so who cares?
Yeah, you got
We
your
don't.
paths, you got your foolishes.
Yeah. Spirit is not ZL locked because it's keyrings.
Yeah, there could be something ZL locked in spirit, but we won't know.
No. Not until we get ZL, which requires us to find a long shot at this point, which could be absolutely anywhere.
All right, time to see what's in the deck tree. Maybe Chris will also take a look at the deck tree.
Yeah, looks like he. Yeah, Mirror Shield could be ZL locked, that is true. Skull Mask is dead. Mirror Shield can be anywhere, basically. They are. Okay, what's in the Deku entrance should give us some idea as to why Cac is path to Rova. Because we are slowly running out of things that we need for Spirit Temple now that I think about it.
Really, we just need we need to get our adult SFM. So we need our adult SFM entrance, so we can get Bolero, so we can get in there as a child.
I mean, what do we need Child Spirit for? It's
That's
Keyrings.
true. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, that kind of figures. Jabu is confirmed to be in the well, and then Fire and Shadow are between Ice and Forest.
Yeah.
Is he done for OoT? Yeah, we actually don't need Child Spirit. There was nothing there. OoT's checked that earlier, and it's Keyrings. We have a fire source, and magic, so. But Ice implies it's either Storms for Jabu access or Saria's for Shadow access. Honestly, it could be Fire, but that's foolish. To go and find your Mirror Shield in there, maybe.
Alright.
Because we've got Strength 2, we've got we've got all 3 Strengths, 2 of which are in, we've got our Keyring, we've got ranged weapons, we don't need a long shot because it's Keyrings.
Strength isn't quite in logic yet, but it'll be there soon.
Yeah.
Minuet
is the Colossus, but it's Warp Song entrance. Warp Song destination shuffle. We actually guaranteed to get a Minuet warp of any kind.
Comaskent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're starting to see some more bomb-locked hints that we never saw early, because explosives are a bit stupid to see. Big chest for Oots. Wood's target is dead right after this checks it. And there's our final bottle. Great.
Congratulations, you've got 2 big clothes and 2 little clothes in your bottles.
Yep.
I think Oots might be... You don't want to take a look and see. No, he's going... Okay, so he's going to go empty out his bottles. Hopefully.
That would make sense. Or, well, okay, he's having a think right now. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's gonna go menu to his bottles.
Yeah. You haven't seen Wolfless Grotto?
Nope. Because explosives were not friendly to start. Can't do OGC, we don't have ZL. Big chest for kr3z. And there's a boomerang.
Okay.
Huh.
Where's where going to take us? Lanma.
Actually,
Actually, not the worst, because you're going to want. You're planning to go up river next. No?
Well, it depends where in Lon. If it's the front versus the back, that matters.
True.
Front of Lon would be kind of convenient to river, and actually to the OT song as well. Back at Lon, we don't.
Yeah, so I think kr3z is going to go up river now as a child and go take a look and see what's in the well entrance. So we'll get an answer on what exactly is...
Jabu entrance.
Yeah, the Jabu entrance.
And yeah, that'll tell us if it's our well keyring path.
So...
And if it's the bomb bag path, that gives us a lot of info on where his hammer's gone off to.
Well...
Potentially, yeah. Or maybe
yeah,
not. Thanks.
One bomb bag is hard bomb locked. The other bomb bag is possibly bomb locked. It could be hammer locked.
And we don't know where the third is.
And our boomerang is bomb or hammer locked as well. We need storms, and storms... Ice or Composer's Grave.
Sorry, what? I missed it.
No, I was just saying we need storms, and storms is either going to be Ice or Composer's Grave.
Yeah.
So...
Ice is accessible, Composer's Grave is behind AD.
Well, both will be technically... Well, Ice, yeah, no. You're right. I started to think of the actual Ice Cavern entrance.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Oots is hoping that he's going to find Vanilla Forest on Blanche. Fortunately, this is not going to be it. This will either he's going to find either Shadow or Fire, and he's not going to be able to get out there though.
Nope. Just boomerang for Oots at least. I feel like our logical bomb bag our logic for the bomb bag has to show up somewhere. I'm just trying to think right now what it is and where that's gone off to. Because here's the thing. Oh, okay, I guess first I want to see if this is what the entrance is here in Forest before we continue, because that's important for knowing where Fire Temple's gone, and then we gotta go more into that.
Yeah.
And hey, Sadie, what's gross about this seat? Where to start? Yeah, good question.
How do we get... I'm guessing right now in my head, I'm trying to figure out right now. How are we getting our Baronade path fulfilled, knowing where the boomerang is and knowing where Jabu is? I mean, I guess it'll...
I mean, we know where Jabu is, but we don't know how we're getting in.
Right.
There is Fire Temple. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Sadie, we have 2 bomb bags found so far. One is on the GTG Bebo's chest, marked bomb locked. The other's in the Tektite Grotto. Hyrule Field is path to Volvagia for either a well keyring or the bomb bag in Tektite Grotto. Hammer's AWOL. And this is Random Warp Song destination, so our only access to Fire Temple as an adult is confirmed Saria song. That's either Composer Grave behind ZL on AD, or in Ice Cavern, which is in the Deku entrance behind the Kokiri sword, which is just on 20 skulls in this path to Twin Rova for shenanigans.
Yeah, Oots is... Oots, I think, has forgotten the GTG entrance.
I think he has. He'll remember when he runs out of entrances, if nothing else, but that's a bit of an ouch. We've also got just logical because I'm trying to think of if it is the bomb bag, what could be... Why is it locking Fire Temple? And it would have to be that it's locking our,
We don't have the Water Temple keyring yet.
It would have to lock the Water Keyring / PC, potentially. It would imply that Saria Song is probably Composer Grave. Rather than Ice Cavern.
Well, irons are in logic, hookshots in logic, so whenever we get bombs, DC's in logic.
Yeah, the issue is the bomb bag.
Yeah.
And we also have the other thing is even though the GTG bomb bag cannot be path because it's on the Bemo's chest, the Bemo's itself existing does matter because the GTG keyring is confirmed to be path to either Baronade or Bongo for unknown reasons because it is Dungeon ER. GTG is in the Shadow entrance and is accessible as child. If we can find an accessible bomb bag somewhere, that removes a significant amount of the things currently locked behind that keyring, which is a problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, there are only and bottom of the well. There are only 2 checks that are actually key locked in these settings because the other ones are all Skeltalas. So we'll just keep an eye out. I'm surprised Crest didn't kind of like immediately beeline like room, but take a look.
I mean, I guess you're still missing enough stuff, you might as well just clear out the entire place.
Yeah, but it is the one place that is directly hinted.
Yeah. Bombs locked by the Spirit Keyring for the paths to work. Yeah, it could be. Because the things that are currently behind that GTG keyring are, we found a wall in the ceiling, which basically is only for Central Pillar. We found a bottle on the left side maze. These 2 are confirmed key locked. It's just that neither of them are very good for being path.
There we go.
And then the right side GTG turned up his Spirit Keyring and Strength, Logical, and Strength. Fire Arrows is not it. We have Din Sphere 0 on the Graveyard Crate.
But but
Yes?
what else did we find in field?
Has to be that bomb bag then. Our bomb
Oh
bag.
god, it's the bomb. We have okay. So hammer is locking bomb bag.
So where's our hammer then? Silo, London Ranch Silo is our Requiem Warp, it looks like. But where is our bomb bag? Like, where's our hammer? Sorry.
I mean,
There's
yeah,
only so many locations for this hammer to be at.
what haven't we seen that we could do? The irons boots are in logic, right?
Irons are
Yeah, they should be in logic.
yes.
Yeah, because we could go right side with the keyring and go up
Yep.
into silver block rooms. We get the irons. That's compass chest and map chest and water temple in logic.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble figuring out anything else that's in logic right now. Unfortunately, I guess we had strength 2. We have a way into spirit temple. I guess
a way into
adult
Spirit Temple.
adult spirit temple is in logic. Up to
There's a good amount of it.
Wait, no, there's only
Yeah.
2. We don't. We have the we have the keyring.
Yeah, keyring. That was right side GTG.
Yeah. So. Oh God.
Yeah, we have Spirit. We have 2 checks in the water. Fire is foolish, so we don't care. We've got Ice Cavern. Speaking of water temple, there's the keyring for that. We've got more than 2 checks in the water. That keyring gives us more in there.
Yeah, sorry.
Now I'm reminded.
Yeah, that. Well, I mean, that gets us to Dark Link. We can't change the water levels, so does that get us to?
I'm gonna assume a bottle and 20 was in logic pre-bombs. It didn't seem as to Stanlock's ice. Is there a bottle available before bomb bag? Yeah, strength 2 right side GTG to get the Goron City Maze bottle is one way to get 20. There's a couple ways there. We're fine on HP 1000 is also practically sphere 0 for a hookshot. 20 was in without issue. Ice is available without bombs.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Hookshot was not bomb locked. Hookshot was on HB 1000. Our first bow was at Anju. The second one is in the GTG lobby, which actually isn't bomb locked, just a side note. Unfortunately, it isn't bow locked. OoT has a problem with that bow, by the way. He doesn't realize that his bow in CAC is not path. He knows CAC is double path, but I don't think OoT is very familiar with Dungeon ER, and doesn't realize that his second bow, which is in the GTG lobby, is not bow locked because we had a vanilla slingshot in the Deku tree.
Oh God.
Deku was at the Colossus entrance. Nocturne was on Nocturne, which is our Colossus warp, was on Saria, so that's all in logic. OoT doesn't realize that, so he's not going for skulls, which is a big problem because he needs his Kokiri sword on 20 skulls apparently for at minimum logic.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping for his sake it's just Saria song logic, but otherwise he's gonna be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
GTG is child accessible, yes, because that one's in Shadow Temple. This pick by Krez to do Dungeon ER, I don't know how familiar Krez is with OoTs, but perhaps... But picking one knowing that not everyone is as familiar with it potentially is paying out. Could be a big payout for Krez, because OoTs has also done the thing like he's been able to do Forest Temple for quite a while. But he only just recently remembered to check this entrance, even though he was in GTG area earlier because of Double Path Fortress. Thankfully for OoTs, there really wasn't much in here besides the water keyrings, which isn't particularly urgent itself right now. But this could have been a bit of an ouch if there had actually been something important in here.
Yeah. And now I think Chris is going to go take a look at the bomb bag and just starts wondering, what is logic?
Yeah. I mean, I agree that with the bomb bag path, it's probably Sarius and Composer's grave. Unfortunately, that is bad news for OoTs because OoTs isn't doing 20 skulls anytime fast.
Wait, what? So what I think it is? He needs the bomb refill anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, good. We have path bomb bag to Volvagia.
Yeah, which implies our hammer is available.
Locked behind their hammer. And we're not getting a path for him.
Nope.
Alright.
This is warping to CAC. I mean, yeah, OoT is getting skulls slowly. He's at 11, apparently.
Yeah.
Or something like where Kr3z is at 10. Like he is picking them up. He's just not rushing them very hard. So he's thinking about it at least, which is good. But it is a bit of an ouch that he hasn't done it sooner. Especially because he was the one who got his bottles faster, I think, between the two this seed. He's the one he had Pope sending bottles earlier at one point.
Yeah, so kr3z has not really gone up to Goron City at all. He hasn't done adult SFM here, so I think he'll be the first one into Spirit Temple.
Adult Spirit, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm thinking of this, that Mirror Shield isn't the most helpful since the GTG keyring, since, well, we know Kokiri Sword's path, but why its path remains a big mystery, and kr3z does not seem inclined to well, we'll see. kr3z might go Ice before Spirit.
Yeah.
I would, at least, to go see why K-Sword's path. I don't think it was even symmetrical to percent because it was small, big, small, small, big. Ha. Yeah, Big Oran's a claim check. We don't care at all about that. Song of Times on Burning Cack. We probably don't care, honestly, about it. It's behind Spirit and Shadow. It might lack light arrows. It can't lock her hammer. Yeah, that's really about it.
I can see kr3z like just dipping adult spirit here a little bit. It is a lot of checks. But maybe once he gets Blair and he sees that it's vanilla, then he'll.
Sees that it is. Oh no, Blair's the market orb.
Yeah, that's right.
But you can't get back here. Well, no, he hasn't been to the menu yet. Check. He doesn't have the prelude song, which is the Bolero Warp.
Yeah.
He knows he's missing his Bolero Warp in its prelude, but he also doesn't know preludes on the minuet check, so.
Yeah.
How much Vital Spirit is in Logic right now? I mean, let's see, we've got both early adult checks, adult climb. It's Keyrings, so Spirit Key Logic doesn't exist, thankfully. Everything up to the BMOS, which on adult side. You can do child side. There's a big chest on right hand, which I think kr3z is going to want to go for. There's a lot available here.
Hey, kr3z, guess what?
Well, okay, yeah, not that. I forgot that myself when I said both early adult checks, because yeah, ZL!
They lost all the ZL checks.
Mirror doesn't matter because everything mirror locked is also bomb locked. For now, at least.
Yeah. Still turns out we have vanilla mirror shield.
I remember they're gonna be in for grumpy then.
We are still missing the shadow keyring, right?
We are missing a shadow keyring, and that can be anywhere because,
Yeah.
Hookshot's path to... It's a GTG keyring and Hookshot in some combination path to Bongo, and, the GTG keyring, I think, is for strength 2 because of irons to get bombs, I think it might be what that is. With the Boomerang and Wolfos Grotto. Or something wonky there. You also just don't know where Storms is the other issue there. Fire is foolish, we don't care about it. We're not going there till we get hammer. Fire keyring was Dante race, so it's not locked behind anything at all. And you also straight up need bombs to get Seal finish Shadows, which is a point, yeah, for why... yeah. GTG keyrings and Hookshot are path to Baronade and Bongo in some combination. We know Jabu's in the well entrance. We don't know where Storms is, either Ice or Composer Grave. Actually that's a point.
Too big just.
There's a lens we don't really want. And Longshot, which we do want.
Nice. Nice.
That one is fully in logic, that Longshot.
Yeah. Crez thinking about it decides to just push it for some block room. Could have.
I mean, there is a big chest right hand as well you want to go for. I think Crez peeked that earlier at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she could have gone from left side, I guess, with that long shot he just picked up, but anyway.
Yeah.
Some blocks pretty quick with fire arrows.
Well, so
No, I'm trying to... Yeah, go ahead.
I think you're kind of in a spot where you really don't want to. You want to spend as little time outside the dungeon as possible because we're not dropping down. We've already been to Colossus.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out why K-Sword's path to Rova and why Fortress's path to Baronade. Is this hookshot locked is a starting question.
I was in Deku, just a slingshot essentially.
Yeah.
Their boomerang wasn't. It's not for like child projectile reasons.
No. Another slingshot. Lol.
Grez, this isn't vanilla.
Yeah. You don't have a Blairow Warp, in fact.
You got to go back to her.
Yep.
Opting
Opting
to
might be slightly faster.
Yeah, he's opting to skip the stuff that's
Bomb locked.
bomb lock probably.
Mm-hmm. Are all the strengths in logic? Our strength?
The well strength is not in logic still because we don't have a way of turning in letter.
Nope. GTG right side is logical strength 2, and that one is... We're assuming the GTG keyring is path for something on right side, which includes a spirit keyring actually, and that strength logical strength 2.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of why K-Sword in the GT. Why K-Sword locks Rova?
The simplest answer for why K-Sword locks Rova is because Ice Caverns got Zarya's song. I guess maybe. Though, like, that doesn't explain the...
What's our GTG
There's nothing
here?
there's nothing child's locked.
No, there isn't. That's the
Fire's
problem.
Yeah, Fire's...
Light med and is foolish, so that doesn't, like, matter at all.
It could be Storms and Ice Cavern, and... Jabu or Lax's Mirror Shield.
If that's the case, though, why is the GTG keyring to Baronade?
Because it's gonna lock our hammer somewhere to get our boomerang.
Possible. I also note that there's some degree of very... Oh, to note too, well, actually no, never mind, I'm thinking of something else, brain. Because we know Jabu's in the well entrance by process of elimination. It's the only child accessible entrance we haven't checked yet. We know Shadow is in Ice by said same logic at this point. There's the blur warp finally for kr3z.
Oops. Yeah, and OoT has taken down Pan again, and now kr3z will discover that this is not what he wants, but is what he... Guys forgot that this is foolish. Where was the hint that it was foolish?
Oh, Hyrule Castle one, did he not check that?
No, he never did, no.
Oh dear. This is gonna be a fairly big time sink.
Yeah.
I get it too. OoT was doing it for time of day, I think, if I remember correctly, and kr3z had Sun Song before that point, so he didn't bother.
Time of day in the skull.
Time of day in the skull. kr3z didn't need the skull. Had Sun Song to avoid time of day, and you know, no ZL from the fairy. Does decide to leave though, which is good.
Probably gonna wait to see until it gets fully in logic.
Yeah.
Getting in here gets some logic because Fire Temple's a big enough time sync ward, and you know your hammer has to be out there somewhere, and it can't be here.
Yeah. Bomb bag and fire would have been really interesting, yeah, actually.
I mean, we can still
mostly
have
for the sheer
bag
what the heck.
fire, but yeah.
Not rushing water to go get ZL seems odd. Wants a hammer logic, I guess? I mean, he could get ZL. I'm just not sure what he would do with ZL right now, to be honest, because he can't do Shadow Temple, which is the big thing you need to ZL for.
Yeah, he's at least trying to... He knows he's missing something here that is logically that is both hard required and is logically required.
Yeah. What this song is will tell us a lot about what this seed wants us to do.
Yeah.
It's just going into Water Temple now.
Yeah. I mean, and also, like, from a routing perspective, like, he's on this side of the world right now. Getting back to Water Temple actually isn't really, really bad because it's the Dodongo's Cavern entrance, and we have a Cac Potion Shop Warp. So, like, we're even up the hill in Kakariko to get back to DMT.
Yeah.
Because then you can go get ZL, and then maybe take another run through Spirit Temple.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna update the hint command. I don't know that the Spirit hookshot's actually hookshot locked, but that might be logical launch. I'm trying to brain and failing on that one. And we know both hookshots are path to Bongo anyway. And
it is hookshot blocked. It is hookshot blocked as of right now because we don't know where hookshots are, and we don't know if this is our song that gets us access into adult SFM.
True.
So right now, the only logical way of getting to Spirit Temple is hookshot.
Point. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it as hookshot for now, and then in any case, it's likely the GTG keyring that's path to Bongo or Baronade, correction.
Yeah. Though that would indicate If that hookshot isn't hookshot locked, then as the bongo's not hovers related, it's just going to be Brazil's lullaby on
Yeah.
OoT for Morpha completion.
Yep. And yes, Jax has a fun point in chat. It's not relevant particularly to the seed, but because we have both wallets, we could have logically done 3 out of 4 checks and the song in Ice's Child. Because you can't actually, if you cannot get to the map chest as Child without a ground jump. It's just too high. But if you can get blue fire from someplace else, which would be buying it from a shop in this seed, although it could be things like Master Quest, GTG, or Ganon's Castle and other settings, you can do everything else in here.
I do enjoy Krez has built up 3 bottles of blue fire. Probably just
There
grab
might be
one
a
more.
glitchless jump. I don't know if there is, Jax. P.S. This isn't logic for OOTs. You need iron boots in water to do anything that's not on the top floor, but this is the top floor and we've got keyrings, so you don't need to go to the basement for a key, which is why water temples with a gold scale is completely pointless in base no sanity settings.
Yeah, and compass chest is big chest, so let's see what it is.
Yep.
Is this the hammer to finally get everything into logic?
I think it could be, yeah. Nope, paperweight. Was that a bloopy or a scale on the freestanding?
I think I wasn't sure. It wasn't nothing. I just kind of tuned it out.
Because it looked kind of like, I thought it kind of looked like a scale to me.
And Scarius is saying in our Grottos on logic, we do not have that. We have a trick on that prevents that. For those wondering, you do not need the stone egg. You need to know where your Grottos are.
No. That's one of those tricks that is always on in races, basically.
Yes. Frankly, most people know where most of the Grottos in this game are, especially the more common ones. I think the only one that people tend to have trouble with might be like Valley Storms, and it's just because Valley Storms is just kind of weird.
The main storms is kind of obscure too.
Yeah.
And those can't be relevant in S7 because Grotto ER is an option.
Yeah. The perfect counterpick if somebody chooses Script Sanity. Choose Grotto Shuffle. Make them pay. This will only be Dark Link for Roots.
Yeah. No river chest, and we are not seeing river chest anytime soon.
Yeah, if we see river chest, something's gone horribly wrong. This seed.
Yep.
So I think at this point,
that's Spirit Fruits.
Yeah. The only thing that could be in river chest is going to be light arrows in this raid.
Yep.
Alright, it's a song. And it's
And that's
storms.
storms.
Yeah, so K-Starts aren't required.
Yep. No, that explains why Fire Swolosh is just logically locked behind everything, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to be more of a kill, maybe a dip into Water Temple as well.
Alright, so Storms is path to Rova for, Jabu? Or something, yeah, Jabu, or one of the Storms grottos. Yeah, Boomerang's hammerlocked, and we still can't figure out where our hammer's at. Or GT. Okay, so then the question turned, and then okay, so that for storms are a Baronate path. Is it a GDG's Keyrings path because it locks? No, because I'm looking at our thing. Where our logical stuff is at. Well, I guess it still mostly hinges on where this hammer's gone off to, and that's a huge question mark.
Yeah, I mean, the hammer has to be ZL locked, and it can't be ZL locked. ZL, hammer lock ZL.
Yeah, hammer locks ZL.
So I actually think, like, if it's not on Morpha, it has to be Compass Chest and Map Chest at this point.
We're desperately low on places for this hammer to be at. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, 20 for the Gear Sword to open eyes to get the Japu.
Yeah,
really...
rank chest is available for a... Rank chest is available, the rest of it's not, but we do have slingshots for rank chest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's see.
We don't even have bombs to get the rank chest.
Why would we need bombs for the rank chest?
To open the switch in the first.
We have slingshots.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sorry.
Frog's one is unavailable. We don't have.
Krez having a think.
Yeah. We don't have. It can't be Frog's one. We don't have Child River access. Unless that was a scale Krez left behind in Ice Cavern, which someone in chat may want to check. That's 14 skulls for OoT. Lens game is in Logic, yes, with the lens. Lens game is in. Rank chest is in. Happy 2 hours, everyone.
Shoot
the Sun Lake's foolish.
Yeah. But we're finally getting Zelda's Lullaby here, 2 hours into our seed.
Yep.
And I have to imagine then Krez will probably be Japu next.
I'd have to imagine so, yeah.
And
we've seen check-ins. Cucco sent a double path very, very early, and Krez pretty quickly figured out it couldn't be a bow. So check-in was done rather fast for that. OoT also did it fairly quickly. The Cac path is fine. That is kind of, yeah. The Cac path is kind of fine, although Cactus Twin Robo for a Kokiri Sword for Song of Storms remains a bit of a why is that moment. Beer Shield could just be ZL locked for all you know, though. It's not the most. Well, yeah, there's kind of all sorts of things happening there. Yeah. Cac had a bow, a Kokiri Sword, a Forest, Keyring, and Serenade. Serenade just takes us to Cac, so it's logically irrelevant. Song of Times on Burning Cac and locked behind Spirit Temple. We knew very early that couldn't be path whatsoever for Spirit. And yeah, Forest Keyring is obviously path to PG, because it's the Forest Keyring. Kokiri Sword for Song of Storms remains a bit of a question mark.
Here's OoT coming in to go get his Morpha kill for ZL as well.
Can it be Cac for Forest Keys for Water Keys for ZL? The bigger thing is that Forest is path to PG, and I don't think the PG items are behind Kokiri Sword.
No, we had 2 bows that don't lock each other, 3 strengths, one of which
is bomb locked, but both of which are available.
Yeah. So really, like, and we had started with a Pona song, so there's nothing really. Yeah, for Forest, the only thing that could be Forest path today is Forest Keyring.
Yeah. And the water keyring was in the courtyard, which was also just accessible without.
Yeah, Oh, big chest.
It was on the island chest. So, yeah. Chest here is interesting. Oh, wait. Well, okay, yeah, we definitely don't need Song of Time then. That's about what that.
Yeah.
Rip to anyone who was hoping for a toilet or river chest. And out of curiosity, when I double checked the ice cavern, the VOD, that was a heart piece on the freestanding in ice cavern.
Okay. Yeah, so it's.
I thought I saw something kind of blue with a bit of a thing in the middle, so I couldn't tell what it was, and that was a heart piece, so we're fine.
Yeah. This is also going back child now to go get his Zelda's Lullaby. Still missing some skulls. Gonna have to do another age change. For, it's. Why are you playing Bolero? I guess. Technically faster.
Sure, I guess.
Sure. Alright. Alright, Jabu. Right now, the only check and logic in here is the boomerang chest. I guess for some reason, I always wonder why in Jabu, the boomerang chest is the first chest you open, because almost normally in almost every other Zelda game, the first chest you open is the map chest.
Mm-hmm.
And the compass chest is like second or third. In Jabu, it's all reversed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it technically faster? It's probably faster.
Walking out of Temple of Time, but then doing like going past the hint stones does take a bit of time, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Plus the screen transitions.
let's remember this Bocce Balling. Didn't have the money for Bocce Balling, got part of the money for Bocce Balling.
Yep.
At least with Jabu, we'll be able to pick up a few more skulls kind of on the way.
Yeah, that'll help a bit.
Oh wait, no, he can't get into Jabu. What am I saying? He doesn't have storms.
Oh yeah, true.
Alright. Time for the thing everybody has been waiting for. I'd like to play catch up on all our great fairy fountains that we haven't had Zelda Lullaby for.
Yep.
They're not in logic. Utz doesn't actually know that the bomb bag in Texarirado's in logic. I think he's hoping that's the logic.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to
He
go back to
doesn't
the
want to
well.
hike back, no. Although if he goes back with the if he goes back there with ZL and the keyring and there's something ZL locked, that could be helpful to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uds doesn't know it's not the well keyring. We know that. Just locked fire arrows, which we don't need because Did's fire and magic were both super early, but
Yeah.
I get the feeling that even though Hammer logically locks quite a bit, we're probably getting that like go mode at this rate, wherever it's gone off to.
I mean, we still have hovers somehow.
Yeah, we still don't. And we've seen a lot of checks this seed too between our runners.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be chest winning inference here. So, get your guesses in chat, please.
Yeah, we're Hammer, Mirror, Hovers, and the Shadow Keyring from go mode.
Alright, Pita's the last one.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point, given how much we've seen if the Shadow Keyring might be in one of the first couple checks of Shadow.
Okay, everybody's out except for Kinra.
Okay.
And Kinra's out. Okay. Oh boy.
Wait, are they named?
What, Hell Knight?
Are they named?
Are what named?
Oh, you're talking about. Okay, sorry. No,
Oh, yeah,
I
we're talking
thought
about
you were
treasure
talking.
sneaking guesses.
Yeah, I saw we're talking about Quest.
No, no.
No. Good. We picked up Ares one and yeah, but perfect.
Yeah, great. That doesn't really help us at this point.
Yeah, no, because we're probably gonna just rush right to the end of Shadow Temple.
Yeah. I mean, where is our hammer? Storm's Grottos? Map and Compass Chest of Water Temple?
Yeah, we have like we're down to like 5 checks now because
No, unless we find a scale for Frogs 1, yeah. Like, this hammer is a logical last location at this point.
yeah,
We've seen so much everything before this.
Scale would put the third strength and logic. Yeah, scale would, but the only thing that would be there is hover. OGC right now is Mirror Shield or Hovers.
Yeah, because CL is bomb locked.
Yeah.
And hammer is locks bombs.
Yeah, we have a path bomb bag in field, and the only way to get to it is a hammer, and that locks Dodongo's Cavern for Ocarina time.
Yep.
Boots gets his lights. Is that we'll actually be able to get 20 skulls here, so we'll have case work because I don't think he's done Cacti skulls yet. So
I don't think so, so that'll help him.
yeah.
Or 4 items from Go Mode CD World. We are Hammer, Hovers, Mirror Shield, and a Shadow Temple Keyring from Go Mode.
Yeah. Yes. I keep forgetting that the Shadow Temple. Oh, it saves and quit as out of Night Cac. Gonna do some Saria songs checks. It looks like.
I think so, I guess. These cannot be Hammer because this is CL isn't composed of Graven. Yeah, CL and Palms.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, OoT's not realizing that, I don't think, from what we've seen, I don't think OoT is the most familiar with Dungeon ER, and that's really caught him out with that bow today.
Yeah.
He knows Cac is double path, he just thinks it's the bow for Twin Rova.
Yeah.
Slash, bow, or it's, Forest Keyring for Twin Rova, bow for PG, and, Water Temple Keyring or something behind behind the Forest Keys or Best, or whichever. He's not thinking about 20 skulls too hard in any case, which is a bit of an ouch.
Yeah. Alright.
It hasn't so far locked anything too hard, but it has made his routing less efficient, has been an issue.
Yeah. Big orange, just a gold rupee. Go to gold to Ocarina's good.
Nothing on Baronade. Yeah, yeah, Kak is patented for Nova because there's a Kokiri sword on 20 skulls. That locks Song of Storms, which locks well, it locks Jabu, but Jabu locked about the only thing Jabu locks is Lax, basically, because there's nothing in Jabu that's logically relevant to anything. Feroris is nice, but that's it. And Stormbless locks the Kokiri and DMT Storm Scratters. So I feel like something's and Frog's War. Well, actually, both Frogs check. Well, yeah, no, the second Frogs 2 can't be relevant here because some Spirit Lock Song of Time, but Frogs 1 and the 2 Storm Scratters are, or Lax, I think, have to have something relevant to Spirit Temple. Oots' mind says 20 minus mirror. He says it a couple times. Ah, thanks, chat. Someone who's presumably watching Oots' personal stream, because Oots does have his mic on, I think. Which is why we're not using his audio. I'm thinking its Mirror Shield would also make sense as to why he's not rushing it, because he doesn't need a Mirror Shield too hard at the moment.
Yeah. Unfortunately, blocking essentially 2 full dungeons worth of completion is not great.
Well, it's not the DMT storms, and yeah, that's helpful to Krez at least.
It looks like Krez is heading for Child DC as well, and then we'll probably drop in and do Kokiri Storms.
Yeah, thank you, chat, for confirming that. Okay, Oots is at least. Well, Oots is thinking about 20. Just we kind of wish he rested a little faster, but it's good that he's at least thought about it, because it's always kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, that's 15 for Oots. So this will be 20 for him, doing Night Gag.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's going to be lovely that our hammer is going to just been sitting on water map chest this entire time, with nobody's wanted to trip water without ZL.
Yeah, because I mean, irons were not terrible, all things considered. GTG like room, and first hookshot was hinted on double path HBA, so you could have gotten there fairly early. Shout out to HBA being double path today, that was kind of funny. Yeah, Krez did just see Fire Foolish correct, so Krez is not going back into Fire. At one point a little bit earlier, took a look in Fire, checked the chest by Volv, and decided, you know what, I should really go chase my path Bruto's letter first, which was the correct play. If Krez had stuck around in Fire, not knowing, because he only just saw the Foolish hint now, that would have been a problem, because in any other situation it would have been a really good play, because there's a lot of checks in Fire when you've got the keyring. But when it's Foolish, you don't want to be doing it. We still don't have logical access to well, technically, Haze. We don't have a bomb axe. Or we don't have our hammer for bombs, for logic, because that's gone whacked.
Yeah. The only things that, like, are in logic right now are the 2 checks in water and storms that we haven't seen.
Yep. There's K-Sword for, Oots.
Yeah, probably not happy about that. Oh, okay, here we go.
Thanks. Great.
Ah, there we go.
Finally! 2 hours and 23 minutes in, everyone! We
And we
have a
can-
hammer! Everything's in logic now!
Yay!
Yay!
And we can go beat a foolish dungeon that won't have our hover boots or the keyring that we're missing. Or the mirror shield that we're
No.
missing.
Yeah, right. That clears up.
Yeah. No, our
Okay.
it's very close. Wayfaring Fox being on the last logical spots. Literally, water chest and water compass chest are also in logic, but they're not available. They weren't.
They weren't appealing.
No.
It does unlock the MC theory. I mean, Virgil, that unlocks everything logically, basically. Because that's our hammer access. And hammer locks, or no, that's our bomb axes, and bombs locked a whole variety of things.
Yeah. Hey, we got a second Ocarina of Time. Maybe we get to play a different seed from here on out.
They wish. Ruto's letter is in the basement of the Deku tree. Deku was in Spirit, our Colossus Warp was Sphere 0 on Saria, and, yeah. The issue was we couldn't turn it in until just, now, logically, because we have no scales.
So let's see, what exactly Prez's play will be here. This is going to be Frog's one, at least.
Might as well just clean this up as child, yeah. No reason not to.
Yeah,
Maybe do the ZL locked well checks if he really feels like it.
Get it and end your suffering as a child and never come back here again.
Right
Because right now you're missing. The worst part is that the well is literally his densest play at this point with the ZL lock checks because there's 2 of them, and everything else there's only 2 checks he can do in Shadow Temple right now.
I mean, there's Water Temple.
Okay, there's Water Temple. It's Water Temple. I mean, yes, it's a great play, but still. Like, it... Yeah. It's... discovered that it was ice in there, so he's going to have to go back adult. To discover that it storms, so he'll have to go back again, child. At least we have a market and a cactuar side today. We don't have a forest quark, however. Yeah, this is... You can even check the fountain fairy while he's up here.
Yep.
You're missing 3 items. We have no idea where any of them are, and they could be just go do checks.
Just do checks, yeah. There's really nothing pointing us to anything.
Yeah.
Because let's see, what does that tell us about her? Well, that thoroughly solves our Cactus Twin Rova path for Kokiri's Sword for a Song of Storms for Hammer for that bomb bag. The GTG keyring is,
Yeah.
what, confirmed for Strength 2 for your Iron Boots against said same bomb bag.
That is one of the worst bomb bags I have seen. Especially since we knew where it was for a long time.
Yeah, we've known about that bomb bag for a very long time. I just only now found the logic 2 hours and 23 minutes in.
So...
And actually, I need to think a bit more about that Fortress to Bear Knee. What GTG keyring to strength? Is it?
I mean, basically, it has to end on storm. So as long as it gets a.
Oh, I see it. Kokiri's GTG keyring because strength 2 is right side GTG. To get your iron, to get your irons for bomb back, because you can't hammer the bomb. You can't hammer the Wolfos Grotto as adult without Saria song, which is also bomb locked.
Yeah. Or just without knowing where our scales are, but still.
Scales are bomb locked at this point, so.
Yeah. So just also it could just be hammer for bombs to get Zelda's Lullaby. Hammer locks all our ways into hammer blocks all our ways into turning in letter. Not turning in letter, but actually no, that's wrong. What am I saying?
No, we
I'm
don't
thinking
need to turn in
vanilla.
letter. Yeah. Well, it's our boomerang axis that's behind that GTG keyring.
Yeah.
Congratulations! If you kept track of the logic for this scene, you're a genius. It's pretty bad, Virgil. I pride myself on my knowledge of logic, but this one just went spaghettified.
Yeah, the keyrings and child accessible GTD really just kind of like threw a stare. You just had to stare at the logic for a while.
Pretty much.
Oh, good. Big chest in on 10 hand.
Thanks for the. Oh, hey, that's a really ugly spot. It's a really ugly spot for that mirror shield.
We're doing Spirit Temple now.
Yeah, we could do Spirit Temple.
Play Bolero.
Yeah, no, he hasn't done Child Spirit.
Okay, fine.
I guess he's
Fine.
just making sure he really does everything possible as Child here.
Oh. That's really good for Krez, though. It's gonna be horrible if Fox 2's armor boots.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
it can't be. It can't be. Never mind. It's behind Shadow Temple. Yeah.
What can't be? What's behind Shadow? I think I lost track of something.
Frogs do.
Yeah, it can't.
Yeah. So.
Good grief, is that a terrible thing?
Come on, Krez. Cast ends there. You know you want to. Turn all of the hierarchies.
Yeah, I'm currently just taking a look through things since we've got a little bit of a quiet time. Yeah, while we are, not, in fact, I'm not going to spoil any races from today, but we've got a pretty busy weekend here. We've got quite a few races left that are determining quite a number of groups. So keep an eye out on that, and especially come back here tomorrow because we've got our first three-way tiebreaker race tomorrow out of Group 13 between Alexander HD, Tetsuya, and Neatstriel will be here on this channel at 2:30 Eastern tomorrow. So that'll be great to watch if you wants to see, because tiebreaks are always hype.
Yeah. So what is the format for tiebreaker? I know it was just you were just putting out an announcement for it like today or yesterday because I think there had been discussions on how to handle it. It's like runners are going to get the ban settings, but then the draft is going to be randomly rolled or something like that.
Correct. Yeah. So each of the runners in a three-way tiebreaker. I cannot manage Discord and talk at the same time. Each of the runners in a three-way tiebreaker will get a chance to ban one major setting and one minor setting. Top seed in the tiebreaker gets to choose their spot in the ban order for a second, third. Then the middle seed gets to choose theirs, and then bottom seed gets whatever's left. You ban both the major setting and the minor setting at the same time, just to keep it simple, rather than doing all the majors and then all the minors, because that would take forever. And then it's randomly selected a major and two major settings and two minor settings from what's left in the pool.
All right, we're doing.
Yeah, actually, the tiebreaker is in basically exactly 24 hours from now. Actually, it's a good point from chat looking at the clock.
Yeah. All right, well, Golden Devils the cutoff point was everybody's out except for Bitter Crimson. Everybody's out again. Okay,
Yep.
Never mind.
And we do also have another tiebreaker scheduled for February 9th out of Group 5 between Kawari, Alkaline Ace, and Hell Knight, so that'll be fun. We will try to restream all tiebreaker matches This are always pretty hype, and we've got several other groups that can still in tiebreakers as well. So we've had that was interesting to see, especially because both our current confirmed scheduled tiebreaks are 2-1 matches, where you need to where 3 runners are tied at 2-1 and first, second move on, so you need to not lose the race. But you can also get 3-way ties at 1-2, where you actually have to win the race because only the top person moves on. So those are always hype to see when people have the same record. It's always fun, especially when you've got varied settings like this. Can be a little bit chaotic, but it's always fun.
No, it looks like this is actually going to be good for OoT here. OoT is taking Storms and immediately going to go play it at Good Carry Storms, which will be.
That's really good for him, yeah, because he's going to get that Mirror Shield immediate. Not Mirror Shield. This is Hammer immediately. Yeah, Mirror Shield's going to suck.
Yeah, he doesn't know. I mean, he knows that bottom. He doesn't know that bottom wall is not actually path for the keyring. It was the bomb bag because of he hasn't gone back to the well. He'll be missing Mirror Shield for a little bit, but at least like he'll be able to just walk over to Fire Temple here at the Forest Temple entrance and just get it over with. But he's going to be hunting that Mirror Shield for a while, I think.
Chat reminder: do not spoil the races that just ended. We do have a busy weekend, and I don't want chat to get spoiled right off the bat.
Yeah, Lax is nothing.
No. Not that it had to be anything, I guess, technically.
No. Alright, let's go check OGC.
Yeah, we have other races going on this weekend. There was one that just wrapped not long ago, that was not restreamed, but yes.
Yeah.
Slingshot percent. Thanks.
Nature's healing. Alright, we're playing Prelude, so this will be Spirit Temple for Krez.
Yeah, we're now down to Shadow Keyring and Hoppers.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna laugh if those 2 items are just the first 2 checks, or the first 2 checks of Shadow Temples.
Krez forgot to check Compass Chest.
Yep.
Went to check it earlier. Didn't have ZL. Has ZL, forgets to check them.
Yep. It's one of those things where you usually have ZL early, and then you get tripped up when you don't.
It's extremely rare in a seed where you're doing Adult Spirit without Zelda's Lullaby. And in fact, you could have potentially done Adult Spirit to get the thing you needed for Zelda's Lullaby. He could have gone as a child to get the long shot across from the other side, but...
No, long shot was adult climb. You had to do it as adult.
Oh, was it? Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah. Getting the bomb quick kill for Vivagia here from OoT.
Chan is the point too that Krez can check the Death Mountain fairies after this.
Yeah, I kind of imagine Krez will go up to Death Mountain, go do Death Mountain, and then he'll either just pop over and Evolve because you need to evolve, or maybe dip into water and take a look and see if you can find the shadow kid in there.
Yeah. I mean, what are our general zones that are left?
Well, we've gotten 3 of our fairies out of the way. No, we didn't see the fountain fairy, right? We just saw well.
I think we did as Pap. No thanks, game. That doesn't help.
Well, you
You
have
get-
the two mountain fairies. You have fountain fairy. First 2 checks of shadow, and the other 2 items an adult fountain as well.
Got Rest of Spirit here.
Well, there's the key.
There's our Shadow Keyring, alright. And Greg.
Alright, so we're just hunting hovers.
There's also Water Temple has quite a few checks, especially with keyrings.
Yeah.
We've cleared the overworld pretty thoroughly at this point, at least.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of any overall checks that are really left right now. That aren't fairies.
Yeah, that hammer was the last location nearabouts proposed.
Yeah. I mean, the Shadow Keyring's nice because, to be quite frank, if you had to choose between Shadow Keyring and hovers, you probably would actually want the Shadow Keyring first, because technically there are more checks before locked by the hovers than there are by the Keyring, even if it is only a few.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I feel like you're gonna want to, before you do water, go back into water here. I think like kind of your play will be as you go take care of all the crater stuff, the trail fairies. You go over Beatful Vagia, and then you go over to Ice Cavern Entrance, and then you just go see if maybe we have vanilla hovers. Because it could have happened. And then
there's just so little left in the game that you at some point just have to make the call to go do it.
Yeah, and then you have auras, so you just leave FW over in Shadow and be done with it. Go do Water Temple and find your hover boots wherever they are. Yeah, so Evolve is... Doesn't look like it was anything on trail, because...
Nice one, Mary.
There we go. There we go.
That one is extremely bomb locked on so many levels.
Let's see. How many dungeons did you need to beat with a bomb bag to even get that song? 5, at least 5.
Yeah. You had to beat DC Water, Forest, Spirit, Shadow. You also had to clear Ice. Well, no, you didn't have to clear Ice for that one, never mind. But you did have to take a look in GTG. You had to go take a look in... Yeah, you had to take a look in the well, I think. Or did you... Maybe... Yeah, you had to look in the well as well. You had to go to 7 different dungeons to get that.
Now here's the real question. Did any of our slingshots lock each other?
I'm not sure on OGC. I mean, there's nothing behind Deku Tree.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I don't think any of the slingshots locked each other before we can get a path work. No, today, regardless.
Yeah. One slingshot was slightly strength locked, but the strengths weren't slingshot locked. This is now going to go for the well here.
I'll have to see if he's going to go. He's going to go for well entrance to go to Jabu, but we'll also have to see if he makes the call to go to Jabu entrance to finish off the well.
Yeah, because we know he needs his mirror shield out of there, which is otherwise a really ugly location for him.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that I think he has to know that it actually isn't the well, the bottom of the well Keyring that's Path to Volvagia, unless he thinks it's hovers, but it actually can't be hovers because we have the keyring, so we removed the hovers requirements for Volvagia.
Yeah. In his stream, he said he wouldn't go too well. Oh, that's a problem. Blue roses? Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's completely understandable. You made that call, your sequence broke going up there, you checked everything, and then you got told there's something in field path, and it happened to be right next to the keyring 4 there.
And you're just like, you just don't want to go back, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's really no easy way back.
No, we haven't found the scale, and we don't have a Serenade Warp today, so... our best way is literally just running out of Kakariko and going up river. Let's move it down for Krez, so we are now at 4 medallions for him.
Even if we had a lake or Minuet Warp, we don't have a scale to get back to Fountain as child.
Yeah, well, Minuet Warp as child isn't the worst thing because our save puts Link's house, but I mean, it's still, that's not. But yeah, we can't get we can't take any of the shortcuts to get into domain.
Nope.
Yeah, OoT did these checks just a second ago, so this isn't going to link to anything. I don't know if Krez did. The top grotto here, no, he didn't.
Yeah, Krez getting, I think, his last bottle here. Hovers being vanilla is a very real possibility, given there's just only so much left in the game.
Yeah.
Like, we've got about... I mean, well, let's see. What have we seen? We've seen Dark Link, Morpha, and I think that's it in Water Temple.
Yeah. Literally all of Water Temple has been unchecked except for 2 checks.
So there's like 10 checks in there. There's the first two checks of Shadow.
Yeah.
There's not much else. We saw
Krez...
Compass Chest. Okay, so one more, which is dead. Fountain Fairy, but Icy Waters.
Yeah.
There's normally water, I mean, there's 11 checks in the water. We've seen 3 of them, which leaves 8.
And there's a 4th that's going to be dead because it's behind hovers.
Yeah, okay, so we've got 7 checks available in Water Temple. The 7 in water, there's Fountain Fairy, Icy Waters, that's 2 more. We've got the first 2 checks of Shadow, puts us up to 15. Yeah, about half our remaining checks are in Water Temple. Or more than... Oh, no, I just can't math 11 total. So, like, about half our remaining checks, if not more, is in water, because we've just run out of checks at this point.
Yeah, I gotta step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
No worries. Is there a reason not to go Shadow right now when you have Furores? I mean, I think Krez is just doing Fire because he needs to do it at some point. He's kind of vaguely in the area, but I think he might go Shadow after. Yeah, the one path to shadow is a hookshot. I'm not sure if the other hookshot was hookshot locked, but you need both to beat water to get PL, so it's a moot point. Our path today, Path of Baronato's Fortress, which was for a GTG keyring. Logical Strength 2 was on right side GTG, which chains into Bomb Bag to get Boomerang off the Wolfos Grotto is the very short version on some very wacky logic. Rova Path to Rova was for Kokiri Storms for bombs as well. Path to Bongo was her hookshot for, if nothing else, ZL because it was behind a water temple on AD. Now, Path to PG was the forest keyring, and the Path to Volvagia was the bomb bag. And we know no Song of Time slots can never have this exactly. Temple Shadow's not as bad in keyrings. You're guaranteed to be able to skip the back. It's actually funny that in a different seed we might not have needed Dins, because Dins was required to get into GTG this seed, but you don't actually necessarily need Dins for Shadow Temple to in Dungeon ER, because if the back room with the wood walls isn't required. And yes, Krez is a lot of bomb trees, 35. Good grief. I was just going over briefly what our path items ended up being, because they were a hot mess.
Oh boy, yeah. No, I mean, like, with key shuffle, like, you can expect, like, some extra items to get in. Like, I guess the way I would look at it is, like, we had both key and dungeon ER today, so we were kind of at maximum amount of possible abilities for,
Ads,
like,
yeah, and Krez didn't have a fairy and didn't get the one cycle unfold.
Yeah, haven't found the clam chick, and he didn't,
Buy the tunic.
Yeah. That was the money for it.
Yeah, go ahead on paths.
But yeah, no, we were kind of sitting, like, the only other thing that could have really, like, increased the, like, amount of things that could be path in a dungeon would have been if somebody rolled dungeon skulls instead, but that's even minor. Like, the most that really does is, like, maybe Song of Time is required in a couple more spots than it normally is.
Yeah. Three of our 5 paths were for that bomb back, basically, which is just great. Because we had, obviously, the bomb bag itself was path, K-Sword was path 4 bombs, that's eventually, and that GTG keyring, ultimately was bombs as well, because things.
Yeah, what? Usually the setup for this is, like, the setup for making this jump. I gets it, got it. It's usually, like, to, like, grab the top ledge and then drop down immediately and turn around and then roll jump. Alright, round 2 for Trev. and that'll be Krez's 5th medallion here. After beating Volvagia. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just going to miss going back to the well to go get his mirror shield. So, we'll probably find the Shadow Kit for the... Oh, no? No? Well, this will be good for him. This is probably going to be him getting his mirror shield done. Yeah, Krez will be going to Shadow. There are 2 checks in... Basically, there are 4 checks in Adult Domain and Shadow Temple that are open right now. And he'd prefer to go to them because they're closer to his final target than Water Temple. If he does them, then he knows it's in Water Temple, and he'll go do Water Temple next. He even has Aurora's Wind, so he doesn't have to worry about this. Oh, I guess King Zora exists as well. I mean, I don't really blame Oots for doing this, because Oots also knows, like, he doesn't really have a lot left.
Yeah.
He did most of Spirit. For him, it's water or bust, and technically, there could be a path to Volvagia, which he might think that hover boots are sitting in the well because there was a path to Volvagia that leads to the well. It wasn't, but it will be the mirror shield, which is nice.
Yeah.
And that's why you go to the fountain before you go to Water Temple.
Sorry, I just totally brain farted what that was. Hovers?
Hovers on Fountain Fairy.
Lovely. That is kind of a terrible location, honestly.
Yeah. Alright. Well, Oots has made the call to go back to the well. Hopefully he remembers to go check that hand and not just the key-locked checks.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems horrible enough. But at the very least, we get to completely Gomo Shadow Temple.
Yeah, there's that, I guess.
Because looks like our runners are going to have the worst luck today with the spinner room. Yeah. It's just probably confused on why fire arrows might be path, unless he kind of figures it out that it was. No, it was just the bombs after all.
Yeah.
Uh,
If one of these artists had checked Found Fairy after a mirror, that would have been a considerable help. But here's what you kind of want to go back to Spirit. I think after Mirror Shield, it's just some of those things. Found Fairy is kind of forgettable.
yeah.
It didn't have the keyring first trip too well.
Although, I mean, Oots didn't have ZL period.
Also,
Krez just kind of came up here, got his stuff, and then left. I mean, look, so many rooms we're skipping here. This is actually one of the very nicer dungeons for go-mining with Keyrings. Like, we're almost at Wind Tunnel already.
yeah. Yeah, you can skip like the side rooms, you can skip things like the back. It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah. Legitimately, you only really have to do like one kill room, and that's going to be the give does right before the boat.
Yep. Well, actually, do you even need to do that? Because killing them's
Actually, no, you're right.
chest.
You can just run by them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you can skip things like the Wind Tint room here.
Yeah.
There's Mirror Shield for
Yeah, so Oots is probably going to head for Spirit Temple next, finish Spirit, find the Shadow Keyring, and then he may make the play for Shadow Temple. Does have FW, so honestly makes a lot of sense to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Guess we can go talk about what this race result means for this group, since Kruz is very much it's his race to lose.
well, Krez wins. Krez wins his group. Wins the group. Cranks will
And
finish
Cranks
it.
will be second. Yeah.
Yeah, Cranks finishes 2-1 and takes second place, and then Oots and I fortunately forget the
Francois is
fourth
the
member.
third. FCS 3-5 where Francois is they're both going to be 1-2. Francois is 0-3 and Oots will be 1-2, and now they'll be out of here. They'll be out. No three-way tie in this group.
Yeah.
If Oots had won this, we would have had a three-way tie at 2-1, but that is not the case. Please consider this is going to be like a 3-5. This is going to be a sub 315, which isn't terrible considering how this went. And how much we've seen.
For 80 and having to do all of our side dungeons or something. Yeah. Especially with Dungeon ER and Keyrings.
Yeah. Shadow Keyring was just sitting in Spirit Temple. That did not end up being an issue. Yeah, that is going to be our last restream for today. We do have a couple of races that won't be restreamed. Halologic is racing Levi right now. We've also got Decoy Troy versus December Ween later. And Daredevil X and Make are racing right now. They started at the same time as these guys. Tomorrow we've got a whole bunch of races. December Ween versus Brusler, Make versus Matt the Matt, Tensei versus Tudos, Carp versus Chimp, and our tiebreaker. First of our tiebreaks is going to be out of Group 13. Alexander HD, Tetsuya, and Nastria racing each other at 2:30 Eastern tomorrow. So we will see how that goes.
Just to go, I just did go back and take a quick look. Krez entered Shadow Temple about 2:59 even. So about 5.5 minutes to finish Shadow Temple and go mode. Much
That's
much
not
better.
bad. Yeah.
And that includes the worst spinner RNG too.
Yep. And yes, our first of our three-way tiebreakers is tomorrow. We also have another one scheduled for February 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern. That'll be out of Group 5 between Kalari, Alkaline Ace, and Hell Knight. There are still other groups that can end a three-way tiebreaker. I'm not spoiling anything about today's races, that the other races that today, since we've been here watching this instead of the other races. But there are still a few groups that can end in one. This group is not going to be one of them. Sadly for us who want to see three-way ties, since Krez is going to complete the group at 3-0 here.
Yeah.
Impressively, the main tournament had no tie breaks this year. Just us.
I know there was one that almost happened. Well, the runner not doing sorry song check for 3 hours.
Oh no, that's an ouch.
Well, they did it and they still won, but if they lost, it would have been a 3-way tiebreaker.
Ow.
I won't say the person's name, but
I don't think we had any tiebreakers last year in the Challenge Cup either, but we have had them in previous years. There's a Shadow Keyring for OoT.
yeah, hovers were Fountain Fairy. So we did not see any scales today. We did not see Big Orange Sword. To be fair, we also literally saw no chests in Shadow Temple or in Scouts.
Fire Temple.
Or Fire
Or
Temple.
Fire Temple. I like it. We saw the one by Volt, and that's it. And Fire has a stupid amount of checks and keyrings.
Yeah.
Ramble's thinking about Light Airs from Graveyard. Yep, that was on Composer Grave. We were fine on that.
Yeah, it did most water. Like we didn't see a lot of dungeons today somehow.
Well, Fire and Shadow were kind of given. We just
Yeah.
ZL water was because we didn't get CL for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Our warp songs were not bad. The game gave us almost all of our warp songs very, very early, which really helped with things too. Because that can be a real toss up on warp song destination rando.
Yeah. The one region we didn't really get a warp song for was Lake. The Lake was foolish and it was just Congo's Cavern anyway, so only had a really single dip that region.
Yep.
Would have probably liked the forest more, but you got Bolero.
Didn't end up being a
Bolero
huge
was-
deal, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's just probably like 10, 15 minutes behind right now.
Yeah.
Won't have much further to go as long as if he stays out of water temple after being Roto. But
At this point, it's kind of just too little too late. And that is GG's to kr3z. 3:11:04. OoT understandably decides immediately, I'm done. GG's to him as well.
yeah, we'll see about getting our runners in here for an interview if they want.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. kr3z will be joining us shortly. I'm not sure if OoT will be interviewing.
And it looks like this will be joining us for an interview in a second as well.
OoT. Let me see. Let me do. Alright. Oh, hey, OoT.
Hi.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's. Is kr3z already in here?
Waiting until he says
Okay,
he's
okay.
ready for him to be brought up.
All
Hey,
right,
we
all
can
right,
see
all right.
you on your stream, on the stream here. Hello.
Oh yeah. I immediately like, hey everybody.
Voice fans, yeah.
Chat says you've got a nice setup.
Yeah, I just got a beer to celebrate the end of the seed. That was quite something. Wow.
That scene was an adventure. We had an
Yeah.
interesting time with it.
Yeah. I'm glad it's over, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fair. This was a bit of a rough one.
Yeah, I mean, my execution wasn't really great today, and all the gambles I did didn't really pan out. I double dipped a bunch of locations, so it made sense. Where were the hover boots?
Fountain Fairy.
Fountain Fairy. Okay, yeah, I guess that would have been my next step to do like the whole fountain thing and just dip shadow. But yeah, I guess like I lost too much time doing a bunch of other stuff. I mean, my tracker's kind of full. Was there any scales in these seats?
I'm pretty sure they're both bomb locked wherever they are. Likely.
So the first bomb bag was the hammer-locked one in field, right?
Yes.
That was why field is path. It was not the well
okay.
keyring.
Yeah.
That made sense. Okay. Even though, I mean, the keyring kind of, made me go back to well for the mirror shield, but
yeah, that helped.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
I think three of the paths ultimately were for getting that bomb bag, just because. Sometimes the hint bot likes to have a fun time with things.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think
for some
as a spectator, I mean, you as commentators, you probably pretty much enjoyed the seed, right? I mean, this was as best as it's gonna get, I guess.
I think it was.
No, this was a fun one to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was about the.
Up, I think.
Yeah.
No, if Krez is ready, but it's been a few minutes. Hey, Krez, there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, GG's.
Hey, Krez, GG's.
GG's.
That was a seed.
It was.
Yeah. I think. So, Krez, any particular thoughts? I mean, you kind of just did about everything except for Battle Temple, which you got to do in about 5 minutes flat, which was nice.
Yeah, all I had left in that
water.
seed was Colossus Fairy and water, so I basically full cleared that thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot Colossus Fairy exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oots was just missing hovers at the end. Had picked up Mirror Shield not long before you finished.
Yeah. Thankfully, they were on the way to Shadow.
Yeah, that really helped because there was so little left. It was Shadow, the first 3 checks of Shadow, like 7 checks in water, and like a couple loose ends, and that was about it.
Yeah, my plan was to do the first 2 in Shadow and drop 4s if I didn't find hovers, and then go water, since that was the likeliest spot.
Yeah, I was really hoping that Mapper Accomplishers was going to end up being that hammer at some point, but
because there was so little left for that hammer, it was kind of ridiculous. There's a very large amount of this seed talking about what is left for that hammer and that and why is this bomb bag not here?
Yeah,
I saw that bomb bag in Tektite Grotto, and I got really confused. I was like, okay, where did I dodge a hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's you saw the bomb bag, and you walked over to one of the was it open grotto or the remote grotto, and then you got the bottom of the well key ring right next to the hint that field this path evolve, and then you just stared at it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure because I had just come out of bottom of the well.
Yeah,
is it for that one check in the keys room, or man? I mean, I'm now and yeah. I'm glad I didn't go back there at that point, but yeah.
It definitely made us pause too. It's like a wait game, really?
Because we were wondering if we were going to see a Goma path at all, but I think the slingshot placement actually managed to negate a Goma path today because all the slingshots didn't block each other somehow. Weirdly.
And, so Krez, which one was your first bomb bag?
My first bomb bag.
No,
it was the one-
the first
oh,
shoes.
the first pack of bomb shoes. I bought shoes
Yeah.
from the shoe salesman.
Oh,
I got
you
the
bought
wallet
them.
when I was in
Okay.
desert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he skipped the cheat pack that you. So the upper chest, the furthest chest on the top floor of Deku Tree,
Yeah.
that was a cheat pack. That was the 5-pack. So Oots, you found it. Krez kind of
Yeah.
just looked in there and then dropped down into the basement.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of like followed that into like because leather was there as well. I thought it might pay out with the strength in well and everything, but then there was another strength in GTG, which was loaded today. Wow. I mean,
Oh my goodness, I know.
Yeah.
That GTG keyring gave us some confusion for a while as to why it was path.
yeah. At that point, I stopped like thinking about like the logic here because like AD and like everything points to something that you need to complete, like the stone dungeons and everything was confusing. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, we were kind of curious. Did you consider that the bow in Kakariko was path at any point because
Not after getting the one out of GTG.
we were gonna say like if you realize that the bow in the lobby at GTG wasn't bow locked.
Yeah, I got it with slingshot, so I knew it wasn't bow locked.
Yeah,
mean,
you did.
but
we
wait.
weren't sure with Oots.
Oh, okay. So you can actually slingshot. I get
yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we weren't sure because we haven't seen you play much Oots, so we weren't
Yeah.
sure how well you know Dungeon ER. But yeah, you can shoot that ice witch's child.
Of
You
course.
need it, and
Yeah.
this applies to places. The forest temple has a couple ice switches. You
Ah,
don't think about it in
yeah.
random outside of Dungeon ER, basically,
yeah, that's
because
true.
the only room you shoot ice switches with a slingshot as child in is the DC, and you don't do child DC.
You
outside
don't.
of
Yeah,
Dungeon
exactly. You
Random.
don't. I mean, I played a bunch of Dungeon ER, but never really paid too much attention to the logic implications. And yeah,
Yeah. I think
Yeah, because the bow wasn't bow locked, is because
interesting.
your slingshot was vanilla in Deku to get it.
Yeah.
The other
That
thing
one
to know
was
about
confusing.
Okay.
GTG is that the Song of Time blocks are there as child, so you don't need Song
Yep.
of Time to do right side. But I didn't have
Yep,
explosives this seed, so I didn't do them as
Yeah,
child.
that worked out.
Yeah.
Song of Time is basically most Song of Time blocks time travel is between ages. Oots.
Yeah.
So like the Forest Temple lobby Song of Time block, you don't need Song of Time to get into the courtyard. That courtyard is
Right.
child.
Right.
It's one of the little quirks that you don't tend to think about until it happens to you in a seed, and then you realize, oh, maybe I
Yeah.
need to remember that.
Today I learned.
Yeah, but these paths today were a mess. Fortress double path to Baronade and Bongo was an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Bongo, Baronade that was the GTG keyring because your logical strength 2 is right side. To get your iron boots from the GTG like room, to get your path bomb bag out of field, to get your Ruda's letter, to get your boomerang out of Wolf's Grotto is what that ended up being.
Right. Yeah.
Because you can't get that as an adult with hammer, because hammering that grotto as adult requires accessing SFM as adult, which requires Sarya-san, which was also blocked.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the logic path in this was, very
And then
adventurous.
Hookshot, I mean, it was 80, water was a stone. That's why Hookshot's path to Bongo.
Yeah.
The Echo Curie Sword, 20 skulls took you a while to pick it up. Krez did that faster.
Oh,
That was
okay.
for it was K-Sword for storms and ice to get your pick up that hammer to pick up bombs because things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other reason
like
we're discussing. If you knew the
knew that bow wasn't
bow
path, so
logic,
I only had one
Oots.
cack path, so I knew there was something else I had to get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was pretty
exactly.
sure that skulls had to have either like mirror shield or something else that would lead to it ultimately, I guess. I don't know. But
Yeah, we weren't sure because obviously the forest keyring is path to Phantom Ganon. That one's easy,
yeah.
but the Twin River one was taking a much longer time to figure out. We had a laugh at the end seeing that Frogs 2 was our last bomb bag.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, was it? I never got that hint.
It was it was the trail wall hint. Yeah, I think at that point you were just really hunting hovers and you didn't.
Yeah, I knew frogs couldn't have anything I needed because Song of Time was locked behind my last dungeon.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of questions, though. I don't know if you have any others, Toffile.
I've been tapped out for a little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah. This was just a go everywhere, do everything scene, more or less. Those last couple items are just a keep looking until you find them, because there are no hints for those. I mean, what
Yeah.
was our go mode again? Hammer just kind of ended up being a logical last location, and the hovers, shadow, keyring, those for mirror shield, those three could be anywhere.
Yeah, at least you both found the mirror shield. Like even though it was like not anywhere on the path, everything else was just kind of there, or at least nice enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you hadn't found the mirror shield, maybe we would have found bigger on sort of some of the scale suits in Shadow Temple. Yeah, no, GG's. That was a really fun seed, kind of really wild seed.
It was it was very wild. Absolutely.
But yeah, this puts you up to 3-0 in first place in this group, kr3z. So GG's on that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
GG's, man.
And this is the end of the road for you, sadly. For you, OoTs in the CC this year.
It is. Yeah. I'm not sad. It's all right. I had a lot of fun. I'll be back next year.
Well, you said you plans on what you'll be doing in the meantime here during the downtime. Any other OTR tournaments you might be playing in, or?
Not really, but I mean, I'll still I'll keep playing OTR, random setting stuff, all of this stuff. I love it too much.
Nice, and yeah, we hope to see you again next year. So
Yeah,
and good luck to you, kr3z in brackets.
yeah.
Yeah,
Good luck,
thanks.
man.
I think that's about it. So here, please give both brothers runners a follow, kr3z and OoTs. My co-com Toffile, how that is doing a bit of content in our restreamer, and our trackers, Golden Devil and Blue Roses.